Well, it's game night for Wayne County High School War Eagle football, and we've made our way to, or in the process of making our way to Vicksburg to take on the Warren Central Vikings. Got with us old K-Dog, Kenny Odom, with us one more year for our broadcast. We're excited about it. Good to be back and working with you again this year, Kenny.
I'm like Coach Mangum. I'm just proud to be back. Proud they'd have me back.
You know, I don't know what we're going to see up here tonight. If there's any indication, it's probably the first team that we've ever played that had miraculous powers. And miraculous powers being a running back for the 6A Vikings. Speaking about that, what do you know about the Vikings, and what do you think Wayne County's got to do to get this thing in the win column tonight?
Just from what I've seen on film, they run a spread offense, and they do a lot of things from it. Coach Mangum's talked about how much they like to run the football in the past, but this year it looks like that they're going to try to even that up some and throw the ball a little more. They've got some good receivers, some guys coming back that had good years last year. They've got two quarterbacks that they can play, and they look like they're good athletes. Warren Central's always going to have some skill players. And, we say that, and it seems like a cliche, but it's true. They certainly always have some wide receivers and some running backs and some guys on defense that are good athletic guys. So when you look at them on the whole as an offense, they're just going to do a lot of different things.
Let's talk about Wayne County for a little bit. I mean, coming into this year, I mean, everybody's talking about our front seven, on our defensive side of the ball, and that's our strength. And, we got a lot of folks back. I think I was looking at the starting rotations that Coach Mangum gave me last week, and there was only one. Everybody was seniors on that deal, but one. And it's about the same thing on the defense. Now, it looks like we're going to be short a few of our normal starting rotation this week, but a team with Wayne County, we do have an awful lot of depth. So, like Coach Mangum always says, it's next man up. So, how you think the depth of Wayne County is going to play into this with the injury situation this week?
Well, I think first the coaches are going to have to keep a list with them on an index card so they'll know who's up next because they've got so many. But that's one of the things that we've had a luxury of that in past years, especially defensively. Last year we had that offensively, and I think we're going to benefit from that this year. But if you look at the offensive line, how well they played, so far they look okay. I mean, at this point of the season, you can't say anybody looks great, but you can say if they look really bad, and we hadn't looked really bad. So, if you look at that depth, then we've had guys that got a lot of playing time. It's a primarily senior-laden team, at least the majority of the guys rotating. But those guys were all juniors last year, and they got a lot of playing time. So depth, especially, running back, wide receiver, we've got guys. And at quarterback, we've got a little bit of depth there, too.
Well, Kenny, listen, we appreciate you and the time that you take to be with us in our pregame show. We look forward to calling this thing with you tonight. That's all the time we have because we're going to take a break to hear from some of our sponsors, and we're going to be back with the head coach of the War Eagles, Todd Mangum, after this word.
Gatlin Building Supply in Waynesboro is your source for the paints that make the impossible possible. Benjamin Moore. Color yourself inspired with Benjamin Moore paints from Gatlin Building Supply. Be it interior, exterior, or eco-friendly, these are the paints that stand up to everything life throws at them. Come see us at Gatlin Building Supply in Waynesboro, where you can find the answers to all your building and remodeling projects. Gatlin Building Supply, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
As promised, here we are with the head coach of the War Eagles, Coach Todd Mangum, as we're getting ready to take on the Vikings here of Warren Central in the Red Carpet Bowl tonight. It's time. You about ready to get this thing started, Coach?
Yeah, it is. Seems like it's been a long time since we played our last game, but then again, time has kind of flown by. So, but it is time for high school football season to begin, and a good way to begin later on tonight at Warren Central.
Let's talk about Warren Central on their offensive side of the board. Now, what have you got to do with your defense? What's going to be your number one task of slowing that offense down? What do they bring to the table?
They're going to be a very, very balanced offense. Going back and looking at film from last year as well as this year in their jamboree that they played last week, they're a 50-50 run pass team, very balanced. So that's the thing. We can't sit there and say, okay, on first down it's run, or on third down it's pass. We got to be able to play, be ready to play both because they are a 50-50 They're going to be a team that's going to, when they do run the football, they're going to come right at us. And then when they throw, it's going to be a lot of play action off run, which is always tough. But very balanced offense. Going to spread out, give you a lot of different formations, but it's a 50-50 offense.
Defensively, you're probably going to be shuffling some linebackers coming into this game tonight. Is that correct?
Yes, we'll be without Tyler Hopkins and Hunter James. Hunter will be able to do our long snapping and all for us tonight, but he won't be able to play linebacker. Up front, we'll miss Tyree Evans. He's still trying to recover from a slight pull in his Achilles. Other than that, J.J. Harris won't be with us tonight. He's injured, so he's in that rotation up front. So it's kind of like it's been before, Marshall, when guys down, it's next man up. We're not going to make excuses or cancel a game or anything because somebody gets hurt. It's just next man up.
Now, let's look at the War Eagle offense. What do you think the War Eagle offense is going to have to do against I think a pretty good defense that the Vikings are going to put on the field tonight?
It is. I think the biggest thing for us, number one thing, is we want to be efficient, but we want to take care of the football. As long as we don't turn the ball over, I feel confident in our players to make plays. I feel confident in our offensive line. They're going to do a good job of blocking. Reggie came out last week and had a good half against George County in our jamboree. So and it'll be a little bit different having to play 4 quarters this week. But it's going to be a thing for us offensively. Just be efficient and take care of the ball. Plays will come because we can roll running backs in there like we've been able to do, and we have a lot of depth there, and Reggie poses a problem for defenses because of his ability to be able to run and throw. He can hurt you with his feet, he can hurt you with his arms. So that's one concern that I know that they're going to have, and with that concern, hopefully that's going to open it up for somebody else.
Coach, we appreciate you taking time. You got a lot to do between now and kickoff. We wish you luck. We're going to take a break and be back with the Wayne County High School War Eagle football after these words.
Always dreamed about a special home for your family? Our bank can help make that dream a reality with competitive home mortgage rates that can put your dream home within reach. Visit with one of our mortgage specialists. We're an equal housing lender. First State Bank, serving you is what we do best. Member FDIC. Online at firststatebnk.com.
Coach Mangum been trying to get our guys ready for district.
Our captains for tonight, Kenny, are number 2. They're all our senior. Deion Smith, number 5, Fast Freddie Jordan Jr., number 6, Jonathan McDougal, and number 9, Xavier Lampley are our captains for tonight. It's interesting the way that most ball games don't start this way, but all the players, and I've noticed they did this in the first round, but is this something that's proprietary to the red carpet bowl?
I think so. They have them all on the field lined up along the 40s, all the teams. Now they're going to do have the national anthem here in a moment. They had a prayer before the first ball game, which was always good to see, and then did the Pledge of Allegiance, and then the national anthem.
Let's get us a report here as to what time it is. We were shooting for an 8:30 kickoff, and it is now 9:06, and we are yet to get this thing. We're yet to get this Wayne County party started.
Sort of like leaving on a trip with your wife and kids, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a long.
If you want to leave by 9:30, tell them you're going to leave at 8:30.
I didn't say that, ladies and gentlemen. That's Kenny Arnold.
I'm just speaking based on experience.
Oh. I'll tell you what let's do, Kenny. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll go back to Tony at the station. And, Tony, we appreciate what you're doing. We get 60 seconds, and then we'll come back for the kickoff, Wayne County, Warren Central. play one more after this, Tony. One more after this. I don't know how the coin I'm assuming Wayne County did not win, and well, we're getting the ball to start this thing. I do know that. Vicksburg, Warren Central's going to be kicking it off.
That suits me, and I'm ready to get this thing busted off.
Let's see who we got deep. We got Fast Freddy back there deep. We got number 16, There's Chambers back there deep. Who's that man on the other side over there, Kenny? Can you pick up a number on him?
17.
That's Chauncey.
Is that Chauncey?
That's
a good choice.
That's Chauncey Carter. And so those three guys are deep. And, Wayne County's on the field ready to go. And Warren Central is, like you said, you noticed them. They've been jumping around. They may have expended let's hope they've expended all their energy before this thing gets started. But they've been doing a lot of jumping up and down. And now they've made their way. Wayne County is in their position to receive this thing. So you're going to be seeing Reggie Stewart and company get this party started for Wayne County tonight. This 2015 campaign, Wayne County will begin on the offensive side of the football.
Well, last week we opened up with George County, a little jamboree, and the varsity guys got in about 2 quarters of work and looked okay. I mean, they had basically 2 weeks worth of practice. You didn't really have 2 full weeks. What you had was about 9 days actually. And they looked okay, and so this ball game, they're going to play the opening ball game of the year, Marshall, with basically 3 weeks of practice under their belts.
Kenny, now I'm seeing something. These are not the tradition. These are new uniforms at Wayne County.
Yes, you didn't notice that last week. The white pants had orange stripes down the side, and these blue pants have an orange stripe down them as well.
Just a little different. Warren Central is going to be kicking this thing off from right to left, so Wayne County will be moving left to right here. And here goes the kick, and it is up, and it's going deep. And it looks like Fast Freddy's going to let it go into the end zone, and Wayne County, by rule, will be starting at the 20. Is that correct, Kenny?
That would be correct.
So, Hamilton, Hudson, Condrick Carter, Brandon Beasley, Timothy Stokes, and Willie Howell will be coming out there up front for Wayne County. Fast Freddy Jordan Jr., and Jonathan McDougal, Reggie Stewart, Will Mangum, Chauncey Carter, Ramik Wallace will be the offensive firepower that'll be lined up out there. Heavy senior-laden team. And here we go. They're making their way out. Looks like Wallace is going to be spread out left with Chauncey. And we've got Will and Jonathan to the right, and Fast Freddy's going to be in the backfield with Reggie, and Reggie's coming off the field. Not quite sure what's going on there. You know what's up with that, Kenny?
Looks like he's needing a mouthpiece or something.
So Wayne County burns a timeout with before this thing gets started. So we'll take a timeout for 30 seconds and be back after this break. We'll get these folks called for you. They're starting
36-yard punt there, Marshall.
36-yard, nice punt for Will. First one of his career. They got wing back and deep back, and they hand it off up the middle. Going to run hard for about 2 yards, maybe 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, pick up of about 2. They're on the 40. They picked up about. It's hard to tell. Looks like about 3 yards.
Okay, second down and 8 yards. Got everything bunched in there. Had 4 people to the left side. They split them all out and got them all different kind of directions. 3 kind of to the right side now. There's a handoff around the left side, and he turns up and gets out to about the 45-yard line. Looks like it's going to be third and about 5 yards, Kenny.
Good job by the linebackers that time to step up. Denzel Bonner did a good job to get up in there, jam that thing up, and let some pursuit catch up and give him some help.
We got Bivens playing on the nose. Left end is Benito Jones. Right end is Clifton Jordan, number 35. That's your front 3 for Wayne County. We got Cody Taylor and Leggett and Bonner and Lampley.
Bunch set, yep, bunch set.
And so here we are. They pack a lot of people in there close, does Warren Central. There's a snap. They're going to back pass. Benito Jones is giving chase to the quarterback and going to try to get a handle on him and gets him stopped out there about the 50. It's going to be mighty close, Kenny.
I think they'll give him the first down. If they spot the ball on the stripe, he'll have the first down.
No reason that he should.
Benito was giving chase to him. He flushed him out of the pocket, ran him all the way out to the hash mark, and got him right at the first down marker. I think you're going to be right on, Kenny. You don't miss many. There's 9:06 to go in the first quarter to score this first quarter. Wayne County was 3 and out on their first possession. Will came in, Will Mangan, for his first punt of his career, 36-yarder, I believe Kenny said. And now it looks like on a 3rd and 5 that Warren Central may have converted at 9:06 to go in the first. They got the change.
I mean, I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't have it. If he doesn't have it, it'll be by a chain link, and he does. He has it by the nose of the football, by the stripe.
First down by the stripe, Kenny says. So 1st and 10 for Warren Central's Vikings. They're right at midfield. 3-man front for the War Eagles. And again, that's Clifton Jordan, Quindarius Bivens, and Benito Jones. DeAndre Gandy, Cody Taylor, Jaquarius Leggett are your linebackers. Lampley and Arrington are your corners. And there's a handoff up the middle. And I tell you what, that was a nice play. Benito got through there, got a hand on him, and got a lot of help, and may have a short loss on the play, Kenny. Pretty good penetration by the War Eagle defense.
Yeah, it looks like a loss of about a yard maybe.
That's the Deion Smith's playing safety and Jamarcus Fisher. So there's your defense set for you. 2nd down, and we'll say 11, 8:32 to go, and a scoreless first quarter here at Warren Central Viking Stadium. Single 2 backs for him. I guess that's a wing back. You call it an H-back?
Yeah, you call it an H-back. Now they call timeout.
And 2 timeouts, and we're 8:18 into the first quarter, 8:18. So we're going to take a 60-second break to hear from some sponsors and be back with more first quarter action between the War Eagles and the Vikings. See you after this commercial.
It's bootleg. No, it's empty. They give us empty. They throw it.
We're back, 2nd and 11. And here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to fake the hand off the right, and he's going to try to get around the left side. And they had him stop back about a 5-yard loss, but he made a good cut up the field, Kenny, and picked up about 2-3 yards on that play.
Tell you what, he did a good job because they had him boxed in back there, and it looked like he was in the back of a box canyon, but he managed to climb a wall and get out.
I guess that was Clifton Jordan that got across there, the defensive end, and turned him up.
That's Jesse Wilson, one of the quarterbacks for Harrison Central. I knew I'd do that.
Yeah, we've been looking at the other ones all night. It's 3rd and about 9 yards to go, just inside War Eagle territory. We'll say the ball's at the 49, 7:42 to go in the scoreless first quarter. Back to throw. There's some pressure on him, and going to get him on his horse, moving to his right. And, they're going to get him back there and sack him for a loss back at about the 45-yard line. And that is number 41, I believe, on the sack, Jaquarius Leggett, linebacker. Big Benito was putting some pressure on him up the middle, wasn't he, Kenny?
He was, and I tell you what, he felt some hot breath on his neck. I can tell you that. And Benito puts out a lot of hot breath, too.
Fast Freddie Jordan is standing back to receive this at about his own 25-yard line.
We are 9 yards off the ball.
7:06 to go to score his first quarter. There's a nice, there's a punt, and let's see here. Freddie's going to catch it and makes one miss at the 20. He's coming up trying to get some room on the sideline, and he's going to get his way to the 30-yard line or thereabouts. Caught it in some traffic, made a good spin move, and got about 5 yards on that return, Kenny. Hard-earned 5.
About 35-yard punt.
We're at 6:50 in a scoreless first quarter. Wayne County and Warren Central have both had one possession. Wayne County's got a little better field position right here. They started on the 20 and couldn't muster a first down on their first possession. And so now they're starting 10 yards to the better at the 30, and we'll see what Reggie Stewart and company can get accomplished here on their second possession. And 6:50 to go in a scoreless first quarter. There's 2 receivers both ways for him. Single back set. Wayne County moving left to right. And Stewart takes a snap, and he's going to keep the ball, and he's going to try to get on the left side. He turns it upfield and he gets dragged down just as he looked like he was going to take off to the races, Kenny.
Well, they caught up to him and caught Reggie kind of only on one skate there, and he picked up a good 4, maybe 5 yards. He got out close to the 35. Well, I thought he did. Looks like they're going to spot him around the 30, just shy of the 34. Let's give him 4 yards, Marshall.
Okay, 2 receivers both ways, single back set, just like they've been lining up so far here tonight. There's going to be, Stewart's going to keep it and just head up middle, going to break through the line of scrimmage, break a couple of tackles, and just get out across the 40-yard line, and I believe he's going to be a first down, Kenny.
It's enough for a first. And I tell you, Reggie's, 5'7", and, man, he's tough to see when he gets up in that line of scrimmage, and just all of a sudden you see him pop out.
You think 5'7", you think small, but he weighs about 175 pounds. He's a pretty solid 5'7", and he's not scared to run between the tackles.
He is, absolutely.
Number 53 is checking in on the War Eagle offensive line. That's Jacob Foy. Jacob is an 11th grader. Number 79 is checking out Willie Howell. Two receivers both ways for Reggie with the 1st and 10 just across the 40-yard line. He's looking back to throw. He's going to fire one across the middle. Will Mangle makes the catch at the 45-yard line, works his way outside and gets tackled at about the 38-yard line. So Stewart buys himself some time, moving to the right, and catches Mangum working across the field right to left for a nice reception.
Will did a good job just to find a place in the middle there and just sort of sink, and Reggie did a good job to get the ball to him. It looks like there's going to be a heat timeout, Marshall.
A heat timeout. So we're going to take a 60-second break for this heat timeout and be back for more War Eagle football after this commercial break. 1st and 10 at the 40. Then Wayne County's back, and Stewart's looking to throw. Going to have to buy himself some time. They got pressure. He's going to roll out here and just kind of, I don't know what happened there, Kenny. The ball came out of his hand.
It's a fumble.
And there was a flag down. I don't know what, was that just to mark the ball came out?
Bag.
Tell us what happened, Kenny.
I'm sorry, say again?
Tell us what happened.
Reggie rolled out to the right over here, coming toward the near side, and he ran back to throw the football, cocked his arm back, and the ball just came loose. And
Madison
Central got on it.
Yeah, got the ball in there at the War Eagle 43, 44-yard line. So that's a big loss and turnover right there. 5:10 to go in the scoreless first quarter. Warren Central with their second possession of the night with a 1st and 10 inside War Eagle 45. 3-man front for Wayne County. Quarterback's back to throw. He's got some time. He's going to fire one deep down top. Got a man down there that's in pretty good coverage. And I tell you what, that ball was on the money through the coverage, and they got a flag down there.
I'm not sure. It looked like there might have been a push-off, but they're going to probably call interference on Wayne County.
I don't know if he must have caught the ball, Kenny, if they give him to him down there.
He did.
Okay. I mean, that's one of those situations where it looked like he was covered good, but he just made a great throw and a great catch, and Wayne County's
boy, I tell you what,
that's when against the wall.
You give up a turnover like that and they make you pay.
That's the 1st and goal. I can't tell where the ball is spotted, but it's mighty.
The ball's on, looks like about the 2-yard line.
Power to our left. It's power to our left, to the top side. Power to the top.
So Wayne County on the turnover and a big play up the top, right down the middle of the field on the deep pass play. And he's tackled inside the 5, and 1st and goal for Warren Central, 4:58. And they got everybody pulled in tight down there. Does the Viking offense, and their quarterback is going to take the snap and hand it off out the middle. And oh my goodness, there's a great play up the middle by Benito Jones. And he's let's see if we can quantify that loss.
Be a 1st and goal from the 2, and Benito hit him, and looks like he's going to be back around the 5 or 6-yard line.
That was just a great, Benito looks like he's gotten bigger, but he sure hadn't lost a step off that ball, has he?
No. So that's going to be,
yeah, they're outside the 5.
Yeah, they're on the 6-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And they're busted in there tight again. There's the Viking offense, and there's going to be another handoff up the middle, and he's going to run hard, and he's going to have trouble getting to the 5 for sure.
We do now, because here comes our personnel.
The War Eagle defense.
Cock it off.
They pick up they pick up about a yard.
Yeah, so they're back down there at the 5. We got somebody down out there, and an injured War Eagle on the play. We'll see here. We'll stay with action. Looks like this may take a minute. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's take a 30-second break and come back after this word from our sponsors. Counting in the first quarter, scoreless, but Warren Central had a first and goal at the 2. Now they're looking at a third and goal from about the 5-yard line. Big defensive play on the first and goal from the 2 with a drop for tackle for a loss by Benito Jones and steady play by the War Eagle defense. And here we go. They're spreading it out a little more on their offensive side, and there's a toss across the middle, and he's wide open in the end zone, and he's going to make the catch for a touchdown for Warren Central. And Kenny, he was standing there all by himself in the end zone.
Well, he sort of ran a little post pattern and got right back into the middle of the field, and we had all shifted our movement in other directions. So good throw and catch for a score by Warren Central.
And let's see, they're on to try the PAT, and you get a points off of turnovers. They took advantage of the opportunity they were given, and they take a lead 6-0 with 3:33 to go in the first quarter, and they're trying the PAT right now. We'll see how this works out for them. There's your snap, and the kick is up. And it's a high and long. I'm sure it looks like it's good. So, with 3:33 to go in the contest, we have Warren Central 6, Wayne County 0. We'll stay here with the action. Kenny, just looked like things were really getting cranked up for Wayne County on the couple of runs there by Reggie, and a nice completion down there to about the 35, and then somehow or another Reggie got running deep in the backfield and turned the ball over in Warren Central territory on somewhat of in War Eagle territory on somewhat of a freak kind of play, but Warren Central took advantage of it.
Well, they did, and that's what you got to do. Good football teams to do that.
Warren Central tried their hand at running the ball straight at the War Eagle defense, and that didn't work, so they went to the air, and they've had some success in the middle of the field throwing the ball. That's what got them down there to start with, and it also got them a touchdown on third and goal from the 5. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Warren Central 7, Wayne County 0, and Wayne County is getting ready to receive this kick from Warren Central, and he's going to kick it down there deep, and it looks like Chauncey's going to take it at about the 5, and he's trying to get in the middle and turns it upfield, and here he goes and gets tackled hard down at the 21-yard line. So the War Eagles will be back in business with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Well, now Wayne County's got to go to work and get tied back up in the ball game and put the turnover behind them, and Reggie especially is a guy that's got to get that out of his head and just move on.
And let's see, we've got Fast Freddy. We've got the same folks out there. Wallace is left, and along with Gardner and McDougal and Mangum are right. Fast Freddy's in the backfield with Reggie Stewart, quarterback. Reggie's going to look over here with get his instructions from his coaching staff. Freddy's back there with him. Takes a snap, and he's just like a quarterback draw, and he puts his head down and gets out close to the 25. That's a quarterback draw, wasn't it, Kenny?
Yeah, he just took the ball, and that's a called play. He just takes a step back, and looks like we've got somebody down. I don't know. Hope that's not Reggie.
Well, that's twice. He's a little slow getting up, but he's up and ready to go. That's twice he's run that play tonight, I believe.
Yes. All right, he picked up about 3 yards. It should be second down and about 7.
2:55 to go and counting in the first quarter. Warren Central 7, Wayne County 0. 2 receivers both ways. Same formation for Reggie Stewart. He's going to take the snap and going to leave it to Fast Freddy this time. Freddy's going to run hard out across the 30. Going to be close to first down yardage. We'll see what the spot is. What do you think,
Freddy doesn't have it. He's short by half a yard. And with that spot, he's going to be short probably half a yard.
He's going to bring up third down, and as Kenny says, Kenny? Looks like they gave him a favorable spot and got him a first down.
If they gave him that spot, yes.
He's got the first down. So Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. on the carry for a first down. 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County trailing 7-0 with 2 receivers both ways. They run the same formation all the way tonight. There's a quick pass out there to Chauncey. He makes the catch, makes one miss, spins around and gets across the 35-yard line for a first down catch. I believe that was Chauncey on the catch, number 17. Chauncey Carter, senior wide receiver, 6 feet 177. Same formation for the War Eagles. They're not changing things up much formation-wise. There's a handoff to Chris Cooley up the middle, and you know what he's going to do. He's going to push hard on a 2nd and 5 and get a couple of yards.
Looks like he'll get out to around the 39, maybe 38.
He's a big
38
junior running back. He is Chris Cooley.
That's good for 3 yards. That'll bring a 3rd and 4 up.
And there's a quick pass out there, and a nice one-handed catch by is that Carter or Wallace?
That's Carter on the catch. Did you see that one-headed catch?
Yes, sir. He did a good job. No, that was Chauncey. That was 17.
Number 7, Chauncey
Yeah,
Carter.
Carter, yes.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. There's a first down for Wayne County. Wayne County's mixing it up a little bit, throwing it around, passing it around. 1:47 to go in the first quarter. There's a handoff up the middle. Nice run running hard by Chris Cooley. He's going to get a couple of yards. He's going to be almost to midfield. It's going to bring up second and about 8 yards to go. 1:28 and counted in the first quarter. Wayne County trailing 7-0. Same formation for the War Eagles. And here we go, handing it off to Cooley. And no, he's going to fake it to Cooley, and they're going to be all over him, aren't they, Kid?
Yeah, man, they read that like last week's news.
They dropped him for about a 5-yard loss. He's going to be outside the chains. The War Eagles are going to be looking at, got a pretty good spot. I thought he was going to be bigger, further back than that, but he is right at the chain. It's going to be third and about 10. Right now moving inside 1 minute in the first quarter. Pass Freddie Jordan Jr. is back in there at running back. Carter comes over to the right side with Will Mangum this time. And Stewart's back to throw, going to fire one down here. And there comes, that was almost picked off at the 40. He was trying to get it to Carter out here at the 40-yard line, so Wayne County's going to have to punt it again.
We got to punt it. It's 10 yards.
Well, the throw just took too much time in the air.
44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wayne County down 7-0. Wayne County has not been able to get a long drive going. They did move the ball out from the 30. They got about to the 40, about 15, 16 yards on that drive. Bangles back to receive this snap from Hunter James. There's a good snap. Bangles got it, puts a foot under it. I've lost it.
Man, mercy.
Oh, what a nice kick. And it's caught at the 20-yard line, and they're going to get after him. And he makes the corner down here to 20. He's got a lot of room to run, Kenny. He's at the 40. He could take this thing. Got a lot of blockers, but they got him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That was a nice punt. But
about 33 yards.
We got a flag down back here. So that one, is that a flag at the?
No, that was just a beanbag.
Beanbag. Okay.
And let's see, they returned it to what, the 30, 31,
31, we'll
32.
say. Yeah, Warren Central's back in business. 26 seconds to go, and they're up 7-0. Warren Central, all that jumping around, and
that must have worked.
It must have worked.
48-yard return.
Here they come, back out on the field. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wayne County trading 7. Wayne by 7-0. Warren Central with a first down at the Warrior 31. There's a handoff up the middle, and he's working his way to the 30. Got a little running room. He's going to make his way for a nice carry on first down. Going to probably get 7 or 8 yards on first down.
Looks like they're going to get the ball down to about the 35, Marshall. I'm sorry, the 25, so that's about a 7-yard pickup, as you said.
That's going to do it for our first quarter of play. So after 1, Wayne County 0, Warren Central 7. And we'll resume second quarter of play with Warren Central looking at about a second and about 4 from down there close to the War Eagle 25. So we're going to take a 60-second break and be back for second quarter action here at Viking Stadium with your War Eagles against the Vikings of Warren Central. See you after the break. County's role in this 2015 Red Carpet Bowl, and Wayne County is kind of starting out digging themselves a little hole here. They're down by 7, and Warren Central has got a second and 4 at the 25. Kenny?
Yeah, they had a great 48-yard punt return to set this up. Did a good job.
2 receivers to the right, nothing out wide to the left. There's going to be a fumble snap, and they're going to get on it back here and going to take them out to about the 34-yard line, so that's a good break for Wayne County.
Need all the help you can get at this point.
Now, that's got us at
33.
It wasn't as disastrous as it could have been. That's going to take them for looking at about 3rd and 11, but they're, like you said, Kenny, they're at the 33. Wayne County's trailing by 7, 11:34 to go in the half. 2 receivers out to the right. Go ahead, Kenny.
Well, they've got a different quarterback in. They've got number 10 in.
And he's going to head it off around the right side. He's going to head up, turn it upfield and head toward the goal line, but he's going to gain about 4 yards, so he'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and about 6 yards to go for the Vikings. It looks like the ball's on about the 26-yard line, so
I guess at this point, unless you got just a really good field goal kicker, you don't gain much on the punt, do you, Kenny?
No, not really. It's
Bootleg, 18 cut his split.
there's not a whole lot you can do here unless you got a guy, like you say, got a guy with a cannon type leg.
And okay, there's a snap, and the quarterback's going to look to throw, and going to fire one out there, and they're going to tackle him just as soon as he makes that catch. But I believe he's going to be short, Kenny.
Looks like he's knocked out of bounds around the 24-yard line.
So Wayne County gets a stop, and I tell you what, it came at a pretty good time. That thing could have, went down there. And I guess you're just outside of the red zone down there, but they were knocking on the red zone door, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
And the War Eagles going to take the ball over on downs, just out here at about the 20. They're on 24-yard line. Reggie Stewart's going to be your quarterback. I can't see who the running back is. Gardner and Wallace are left. Mangum and McDougal right. I believe that's Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. back there with Reggie. And he's going to hand the ball to him, and he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit quick, but he's going to work hard for a couple of yards.
Up about 2. Freddie will get about 2 out to about the 26.
That was yards after contact, too, because they hit him about the same time the ball did.
Absolutely.
Freddie running hard. Trips left for the War Eagles. 10:20 to go in the half. Wayne County trading 7-0. And there's a quick pass out here to McDougal. Makes the catch and makes one miss and gets out across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line on a nice catch for a first down, Kenny.
Well, a good play. Just a little slant inside and got underneath the linebackers and gets the ball out to about the 36-yard line. Solid pickup of 10 yards.
10:05 in the first half. Wayne County trailing by 7 with a 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Trips left for Reggie. He's going to hand the ball up the middle with a nice push and breaking tackles. And here it goes. Fast Freddie Jordan breaking tackles at the 50, and he could go.
Catch him now.
I'll tell you what, Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. has a touchdown, Kenny, and he broke all kind of tackles at midfield and
64 yards.
Turned on the Jets, and away he goes. Touchdown, Wayne County. Kenny calls that as a 64-yarder.
85 or Sunshine kicking off, Kenny.
And that was hard earned. He had to fight to get into that daylight.
He slipped through a couple of tackles, and that may be some all that warm-up sweat that Warren Central got. All that hopping up and down.
I can't see who we got out there to kick it. That is number 85. Kicking the extra point for Wayne County. He's going to get up. Got a good leg on it. That is Brett Reynolds. So we got ourselves a tied-up football game right here. We'll stay with the action right here. 9:40 to go in the first half, and Wayne County turned the ball over on their second possession, and Warren Central capitalized on it. And Wayne County had a nice punt, and Warren Central got a big punt return, but the War Eagle defense stiffened down there at about the 22-25-yard line. Got the ball back over on downs, a couple of runs, a couple of quick passes, and the next thing you know, Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. is doing what he does best. Run fast.
Well, that just makes that stand down on this end that much bigger and able, trying to keep Warren Central out of the end zone down here. Wayne County held them on 4th down on its short game, pass and play, and a good job by the War Eagles.
And again, that kick was brought to you by Brett Reynolds out of the hold of Will Mangum. And Will's making some catches. He's punting the ball really well and holding on the PATs. Now let's see who we got kicking this thing off. I think they were going to use one of our kickers for extra points and one to kick off. Let's see what this number is out here.
That was a 3-play, 76-yard drive, Marshall.
That's a Wayne County drive right there.
Yes.
And let's see here. This very well could be. If this is 38, that's Heath Mosley kicking off. So we've got Brett Reynolds doing the extra points and Heath Mosley doing the kicking off. And he's going to pooch one down here. It's going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line. And the Warriors are going to light him up down there at about the 31, 32-yard line. So the Vikings will be in play. 9:35 to go in the half. Tied up 7-7. For the first down at their own 31-yard line. I've got to stutter it. At the 31.
You stuttered long enough for them to move it to 32.
Okay. And let's see. We got Clifton Jordan up front.
Hey, lock that in if you can.
And
Lock that in if you can. So even if
Benito Jones and looks like 90.
Lock it on.
Maybe at 63 out there. Vernon Summerall up front for Wayne County.
Oh, they gonna shift.
Here we go.
Tell you to go.
They do a lot of A lot of shifting, a lot of movement in that backfield. There's going to be a handoff up the middle, and pretty good defense right there, Kenny.
Well, a good job jamming things up in the middle, and they were trying to run that little quick opener in the middle. It's sort of like a little zone dive, and Wayne County did a good job to
Tell us what they're doing, the way they're lining up and they're shifting. Tell us about that.
Well, it's just what they're doing is trying to get you outnumbered on one side and get you to shift to that. And our guys did a good job. Our front guys are just pretty much staying and playing straight up.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. War Eagle defense is punching there tight. Backfield got some pressure on him, and looks like Gandy's going to get back there and get a hand on him, and I don't know. Our coaching staff is looking for a grounding call, but they're not going to get it. But I tell you what, that was good pressure by the linebacker, Gandy. He moves good for a 225-pound linebacker, doesn't he?
You better be moving when he is.
3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Here comes Benito's checking off when there's Bivens is checking in. That is number 63 out there on the right end, Vernon Summerall. The defensive end is a senior for Wayne County. Trips left for the Vikings. 3-man front for the War Eagle defense. And there's a handoff around the left side, and they're going to get him, and let's see who that masked man is. That Vernon Summerall. No, that's Gandy with another big play.
And he's going to wind up actually losing about a half a yard, Marshall, back inside the 32. Not quite the 31, but about the 32.
Gandy with 2 big tackles right there. Okay, let's see. We got fast-footed Jordan Jr. standing back here at his own 35-yard line. 8:32 to go in the half. Tied up 7-7. Wayne County's defense is forced them into a punting situation here, and here's a nice snap. They're going to get the kick away, and it's going to be high, and Fast Freddy's going to look to catch it. Catch it he does. He's going to try to make one miss, make some miss, and here he is at the 40, breaking at the 50-yard line, turning outside, breaks one at the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Fast Freddy Jordan Jr. goes. 1st and 10, Wayne County inside Viking territory. Nice return, Kenny.
Marshall, 36-yard punt, and he called it around the 32 and returned it back to the 35.
There he is on the 35.
18, about a 33-yard return. So he brought it back about as far as they kicked it.
He did. He
about a 27-yard return.
Chris Cooley's in the backfield now, number 28. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. War Eagles now moving right to left here in the second quarter. There's a handoff to Cooley, and he puts his head down and runs hard down close to the 30-yard line for a nice gain on 1st down.
Looks like Wayne County's starting to get their legs under them just a little bit here, Marshall, and kind of get moving.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, and if they can put another drive together right here, they can really begin to assert themselves. With 7:50 to go in the half, with a 7-7 ball game. Wayne County on the move with a 2nd down at the 30-yard line. Reggie's back to look to throw. He breaks tackles, and here he goes, making folks miss, and cuts hard for a 1st down inside the 25. What did he had somebody break?
He had a guy on the post pattern down the other outside hash over there, and man, he was wide open.
I guess the pressure got to him, and he had to get on his horse and run for that 1st down. But that was Ramit Wallace.
If he was about 4 or 5 inches taller, he could have seen that too.
That was Ramit Wallace breaking free down the seam, as you called it. Reggie's back in the backfield here. Chris Cooley's staying back there with him. 3 receivers left. There's a handoff to Cooley, and he's going to run hard and push that pile like he does and drag folks down inside the 20-yard line. Those legs just a-churning.
That's just like grabbing hold of the back end of a move rolling freight train. You just hang on and holler for help, as Coach Mangum said.
I mean, he could pull a plow.
He could pull a lot of stuff.
2nd and 5 for the War Eagles. They're down there just inside the 20-yard line of the Vikings. Trips right for Reggie. Reggie's going to hand the ball off again, and the official's going to stop play.
I think a timeout.
Okay, that may be a heat timeout. 6:46 to go in the half. 7-7. War Eagles threatening with a 2nd and 5 inside the Viking 20. We're going to take a 60-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors. Time to see this snap, 2nd and 5. There's a handoff to Chris Cooley. He's got some room. He's going to run hard down in there, close to a 1st down. What do you think, Kenny?
He got that. He picked up a good 5 yards.
That was a good surge of that offensive line, was it not?
It did. They move a lot, move everybody off the line of scrimmage and get the ball down inside the 15 Marshall to
Big Chris,
like about the 13.
Big Chris running hard. He stays in there. We're at 6:35, tied up. War Eagles with a 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard line. Give it to the big man again. He's breaking tackles and pushing hard down inside the 10-yard line for another good gain.
he hit a linebacker over on that side that time right in the chest with his headgear and just ripped up and pushed the guy back, gets the ball inside the 10 to somewhere looks like around the 8 maybe.
Yeah, we're looking like a 2nd and 5 or so, and Fast Freddie Jordan Jr.'s back in. 6:10 to go in the half. War Eagles threatening inside the 10 with a 2nd and 5. There's a handoff to Fast Freddie, and here he goes running hard inside the 5. He's going to be down about that 1 or 2, isn't he not, Kenny?
It's going to be close. He should have another first down, so we ought to get a fresh set of downs to do this.
Looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal for the War Eagles. 6 minutes to go in the half. Tied up 7-7, threatening to take the lead. 2 receivers both ways for Stewart. He's going to take the snap. Let's see what he does with the ball. Give it to Fast Freddie up the middle, and there's a flag on the play.
That may be an offensive penalty.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Nope, offside against Warren Central.
Okay. That'll be half the distance and the first down.
First penalty of the ball game.
Well, that's very astute observation there, Kenny, on the ball. That's why you are the color commentator. You don't miss much. Okay, there's the handoff to Freddie, and there's a touchdown. Wayne County standing up. Fast Freddie's got his 2nd one on the night. 5:50 to go in the half. Roy was up 13-7. And here we go for our PAT. Let's see here. This will be Mr. Reynolds on to try this thing out of the Hunter James snap and the Will Mangum hold. So War Eagles have come back and put 14 unanswered, well, 13 at this point. There's a good snap. Kick is up nice and high, Kenny, and that one's going to be good. So 14 unanswered points, 5:50 to go in the half. Wayne County 14, Warren Central 7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this word. About that drive, Kenny, what you got?
Wayne County started it there on 35-yard line, Marshall, and went some 65 yards in 7 plays to tack on another touchdown and extra point.
You know, that first scoring drive was pretty much just what you say, 3 plays, 70 yards. This one was a little more, a little more time.
Took some time off the clock.
Yeah. Throwing the ball a little bit, running the ball good, and we figured Wayne County would run the ball good, and they're running well. You got to give credit to that offensive line.
Again, what we saw last week in the scrimmage against George County was the offensive line played well. They played well in the spring, and they were surprising actually in the spring.
And let's see, we got a little time. Nobody's getting in a big hurry to get out here to kick this thing off. Again, we're at 5:50 in the half. Wayne County started out. Go ahead, Ken.
This is probably going to be your heat break here.
And here we go, making our way out to kick this thing off. And number 38 is going to be doing this kick it off again. And this is going to be Heath Mosley. He's a sophomore kicker. Brett is both our kickers, our kickoff man and our extra point guy, one's a sophomore, one's a junior. We've got some youth there at the kicking position, and our punter's a junior. So we got some youth in our kicking team, Kenny.
We need it.
It's about the only place we got youth.
Well, we got a lot of it. It's just there's a lot of guys, these seniors that have played behind other guys. And
Get it outside the number, son.
There's a pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line, and Wayne County is going to be.
Gas, coach. He is gas. I'm telling you. He is gas.
Warren Central is going to be putting this thing in play just inside their own 30-yard line. 5:50 to go in the half, and here come the War Eagle defense up front. Let's see, we've got number 91 is out there for Wayne County, and number 54. 91 is Jamarius Hundley. He's a senior. Number 54 out there, Kenny, is a sophomore defensive tackle, Dalton Cochran. And I can't see who the man they got on the right defensive end over there. This is maybe Vernon Summerall. So, again, our linebackers are Leggett, Gandy, and Taylor. And there's a pass, trying to throw one. He gets hit just as he let it go.
it's incomplete.
Cody Taylor and Quindarius Bivens back there and hit him, and right as he was letting that thing go, the quarterback's picking himself up. Pretty well thrown ball under pressure.
Yeah, well, he was he barely got it away as he got hit, and good job for the youngster to stand back there and throw the football. That's let's see, number 10. That's the second quarterback. That is Tyler Walton.
5:43 to go, second and 10 from their own 30-yard line. The Vikings have it, putting it in play here. Here's your snap. We're going to have it kind of like on a speed sweep, and they're going to gain maybe a couple of yards. And let's see.
That's number 5 running the football.
Trying to see who made that tackle. They lit him up pretty good for a short game. Maybe I don't think he got but about a yard.
He got a yard, and they tried to run that. It's like a little counter,
And
sort
it's
of a power sweep, and
Tell CJ
we did a good job to play that.
scored
3rd and 9. 5:20 to go in the half. Wayne County up by 7, 14-7. Wayne County's defense seems to be settling in a little bit here. And he's back to throw. There's pressure. Gandy's going to get after him, and let's see what's going
We
on.
got a flag down
There's a
and a whistle.
Gandy was zeroing in on that quarterback.
He was fixed to be rotated.
Let's go. Procedure call. What is that called, Kenny? False start. Sean Dunlap checking in with a false start call there. It's going to back them up 5 yards.
That's only the second penalty tonight. Both of them on Warren Central.
We'll take all the penalties we can get as long as they go on our way, huh, Kenny? All right.
Absolutely.
3rd and about 13 yards to go for the Vikings, just across their own 25-yard line. And he's runs a draw, and the War Eagles are going to stop him out there. And he's still going to be outside the chain, so it's going to be 4th and long. And so they're going to have to punt that thing to Freddie again at 4:40 to go in the half and counting. Wayne, go ahead, Kenny.
No, I was just going to say, that's going to make it about 4th and 11. They only picked up about 3 yards on the draw play.
4:28 to go in the half. Wayne County 14, Warren Central 7. And we'll get this punt fielded, get a good return. Wayne County may be back in scoring position here before we know it. Let's see if we can field this punt and see what Freddie can do with it. He almost broke that last one and took it to the house. And here comes your snap, and it's a good snap, and he's going to get a foot under it, and here's going to be high. I don't know if he'll be able to return this or not.
Foot, no.
Get away from gosh dang.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, that thing hit the ground in traffic, and Freddie fielded it like a shortstop and took off with it. So
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call that.
I don't know. I call it lucky. I think we will.
I don't know if you want to call it a great play or not so bright, but we'll go with great play.
I almost thought he was signaling for a fair catch, but
one of our guys was right there with the ball hit behind him, and it almost hit one of our players. And I think Freddie may have been afraid that was what happened and just grabbed the ball up. So smart play, really.
The next member of our running back by committee is checked in. This is Chambers, number 16, seeing his first action tonight. And I tell you what, if he sees the same, he can go in a hurry, Kenny. And let's see, 3:55 and counting, and Chambers is going to get it. Here he goes on the corner. He's at the 40, turns up, breaks a tackle across the 45 out to about the 49-yard line. Going to be close to 10 yards on the carry, maybe a first down.
He's going to have a first down. He picked up about 10 and a half, I think, Marshall. If it's not, it's awfully close.
He was just a silly millimeter away from breaking that last tackle and going to the house.
Yeah, he gets out to about the 48-yard line, so that's 11 yards and another War Eagle first down.
Trips right. He's going to throw one out there, and McDougal's going to make the catch. He's in, makes one miss at the 50 and runs hard down inside the 45-yard line. Going to be second down and about 3 yards to go for the War Eagles. Kenny, they're mixing it up pretty good.
They're doing a good job, and they're getting these plays off in a hurry. They get it down to the Warren Central inside the 45. We'll just say the 45. So
Throw it out here. Throw it out.
they're going to make another pass out here. McDougal's catching it. He's at the 40. Got blockers. Look at Wallace block downfield, and McDougal's going to have a first down in there about the 26-yard line. How you like that blocking downfield?
I tell you what, Chauncey did a great job of getting on the guy and staying on him, and that's tough sometimes to do that without getting a holding call. You just sort of get down there and get into a chicken fight with a guy down the field, and it takes a lot of work to do that.
There's a handoff to Chambers. He got limit to speed. He turns it on. He gets in the corner. He's at the 10. Cuts back inside 5. Touchdown, Wayne County. How long was that one, Kenny? About 30 yards?
26 is according to my calculations.
3:01 to go in the half. Wayne
27
County
yards.
Scores. Running back committee, Shadarius Chambers. And I tell you what, he's got a motor that he can really turn that speed on.
Well, and that's a big play.
And here we go. Reynolds zone to try another PAT. He's starting to get himself a good workout here. There's a good snap. It's down. Kick is up, and it's high. He gets that thing up high quick. It'd be hard to block those kind. And it looks like it's going to be good. 3:01 to go in the half. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Cat, why you got your markers?
Tell us about that drive, Kenny.
4 plays and 63 yards for Wayne County to score, and so they're starting to get in the short rows here on the play count.
They're not wasting much time. You talk about NASCAR speed. They got it turned up wide open now and getting ready to kick it off again.
When Bud Blackledge and his offensive bunch gets it going, it's really hard to stay with it.
Here's another pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 26-yard line. So, and let's see there. That is Heath Mosley's doing a good job pooching that thing down there, making a fair catch at about the 25.
And the thing is you can argue that well, just kick it deep. Well, you get it kicked deep, sometimes you get it ran back on you too.
2:44 to go in the half. Wayne County's up 21-7. They went down 7. They've scored 21 unanswered points, Kenny.
Well, and we got off to a slow start. We had to call a timeout before we even snapped the football with equipment problem for Reggie. And we got that kind of behind us, and took a series or two for us to get our legs under us, but now we've kind of got things going. And the thing you do now defensively is you just pin your ears back and go get them.
Jones, Bivens, and Jordan are up front for Wayne County. They got the big three up there right now. 2:36 to go in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. The Vikings have it. I guarantee you they'll feel some pressure coming off of that front three.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're waiting on. I don't know if somebody's got a cake in the oven or a flat tire on one of the buggies on the sideline, but
it's 2:36 and the clock's not running. It's sitting there at 2:36. Wayne County's up 21-7. A lot of instructions going on. They have
looks like they're about ready to signal for play.
Yep. And here we go. They got it in play. The clock's ticking now. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Vikings. And there's a hand up the middle. And no, he faked it, and he got it around the side. Faked me off, running hard down there to the 40-yard line. Here comes a flag, Kenny.
Yeah, we got a block in the back.
That was a well-executed play. I bet I took the fake.
Well, and Benito got sucked inside too. Somebody threw a pork chop out, and he took off. He never looked back, and the play went right by him. And hey, a great play by the quarterback though for Warren Central. That youngster did a good job. That is let's see, they've got number 9 back in now, and that's Jesse Wilson. Wilson just read that to a T, but
he's got some pretty good speed too.
He does. He's got a good set of wheels under him.
That's a tough penalty for him. That's a spot of the foul penalty, Kenny. Takes him back out. Costs him, takes him down there back to about the 20-yard line. So it's going to be first and about 15 from their own 22, we'll say. 2:31 and counting. Wayne County up 21-7.
All right, let's see. If he was on the 27, he picked up 5.
All right, there's a man in motion, and they're going to fake it to him and turn it up in the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Takes a beating up there as he tries to cut it up there in the middle. Benito Jones and Quindarius Bivens and Clifton Jordan, the linebackers, Taylor and Leggett in there cleaning it up. Gandy, of course, having a big night tonight. They're still way outside the chains on this second down, Kenny, inside 2 minutes now in the half.
I don't think he picked up anything at all. It looks like he might have made the line of scrimmage back around the 22.
And here we go. There's that shift that you were explaining for us earlier, Kenny.
It's screen.
And there's Pastor Jones coming to bring us a toss out there. And I'll tell you what, he's not going to get anywhere. Benito was out there sniffing around on that thing and just messing everything up. Wayne County's going to call a timeout here with 1:30 to go. Let's just stay with it, Kenny.
It's a slip screen out here to the short side of the field, or as they say, into the boundary. And they picked up, looks like about 3 yards on that pass completion. So Marshall will be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, I want to say something about this defensive line. Of course, we're rotating people in and out, and you got some kids down there, some big kids.
Yeah, we've got a half a dozen that are standing on the sideline wearing a pair of shorts too.
And I'm watching these guys play. I just watched Benito on that play. Benito's up over 300 now, and I'm telling you, it's hot down there. He went back there and was rushing that passer. He got off that passer where he threw that screen, and he went up there and Tommy hawked that guy. I don't know if you saw it.
Benito, I'll tell you, Benito's about a biscuit and a half shy of busting a cotton scale. He has picked up a little weight, but his speed and quickness is still good.
It really is.
His quickness, and that's the thing. Benito's got, well, a lot of players will have one good quick step, sometimes two. Benito's got 3. And that's what makes the difference for him. That's why he's able to do some of the things we see him do.
We're back in action with a third and about 12 or 13 for Warren Central, and they're looking to throw. They're moving left. There's some pressure. You're going to fire one downfield. They're going to be incomplete. It's going to stop the clock. So Warren Central's going to have to punt this thing away, Kenny, and Wayne County's going to get the ball with about a minute 20 left in the half. And with the way they've been moving the ball, it may get a good clean field of this punt. Another scoring opportunity.
The way we've been going, that may be enough time to score.
It's 21-7, 1:23 to go in the half. Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. is going to be standing back here on about his own 42-yard line. And let's see, everybody's set in place right here, 4th and 12. No doubt that Warren Central is going to be punting it away. There's a snap and there's a punt. And let's see, Freddie's going to have to move over there and get it. And he's going to have to get away from it. It's going to roll out of bounds about the War Eagle 39. So 1:15 to go in the half, and Wayne County is going to get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 439-yard line, and leading 21-7. And I guarantee you, the guns will probably be blazing right here in the final minute 14. Wouldn't you think, Kenny?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They've got their foot on the accelerator, and they're not going to let up. That was a 36-yard punt, no return.
Mangum is moving out right. McDougal, Gardner, and Wallace are all left. Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. is in the backfield there with Reggie Stewart. And here's your snap. He hands it to Fast Freddie. Fast Freddie's going to get a little running room, shaking and breaking and fighting hard out to the 44-yard line. Probably got about 5 or 6 yards on that carry. Shadarius Chambers checks in as Fast Freddie slung a shoe. Now, 56 seconds inside a minute. 2 receivers both ways. He's back to throw. He's looking downfield. Fires one down there. Will Mangum's going to make the catch and get out of bounds for a first down at the 46-yard line of the Vikings.
You know, we've talked about Will before. He's just sort of sneaky. he reminds me sometimes the weight of his build. He's real slender. Will doesn't have any weight. The heaviest thing on him is his shoes. And you can double his weight if he's got socks on. But he slips out there and just sneaks around, and he does a really, really good job to find a place to get open.
He really does. Nice catch. Out of bounds. Stops the clock. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line of the Vikings. 2 receivers both ways. Warriors looking to score again. Reggie's going to fire one down across the seam, down the hash mark, that is, to McDougal. That's like he might have short-armed that a little bit.
Yeah, that route was open a while ago. I mean, wide open.
That stops the clock at 45 seconds. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the War Eagles. Number 57, Timothy Stokes checks out up front. 57, Sawyer Wadley checks in to take his place up front. Sawyer's a junior. 2 receivers both ways. 45 seconds to go. Wayne County inside, back in territory. Stewart's back to throw. Going to have to buy some time, and they're going to get after him. They're going to sack him back at about the 38, but there's flags everywhere.
Yeah, that sort of looks like somebody wrecked a truckload of daisies over there on the far side.
36 seconds on the clock, and let's see what's going to happen.
It's declined. Whatever it was must have been against Wayne County. It was declined, so that loss is back to Marshall, the 40-yard line.
It's way back there, and 36 seconds on the clock, and that's going to be a 3rd down and a country mile for the War Eagles. Cooley's checking in. Fast Freddie's checking out. 2 receivers be set both ways for Reggie Stewart. 29 seconds in counting. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 7. And let's see. Here's your handoff up to Cooley up the middle, and he's going to have a little room and run hard out to the 50-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down. So 14 seconds to go. Let's see what happens here. This is probably going to do it.
I would say that unless somebody calls timeout, it looks like Warren Central did.
We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Hearing that, I don't know what to think about all of that.
And it's 21-7. And let's see here. Wayne County's out here at the ball's at the 50.
They got 11 guys coming out.
And Mangum's going to be standing back there at the 35-yard line to receive the punt.
Yeah, I'm good with what we do.
And let's see if we get a good clean snap. Hunter James on the snap. There's a good clean snap. Will's going to get it and punt it away. It's going to be punted high. It's going to hit the ball down there at about the 30-yard line, and it's going to roll down there to about the 16-yard line, and that brings the first half to a close. What a good first half. Wayne County 21-7. We're going to take a break to hear from some sponsors. We're going to be back for the Red Apple Halftime Show with Coach Todd Mangum after this word from our sponsors. All of our fans, but particularly for our first War Eagle Super Fan of the Week, we'd like to holler out again. Appreciate all he does to help us make these, and all of our super fans to make our broadcast possible. That's Gary Sigler, our first WC Web TV War Eagle Super Fan of the Week. Thanks, Gary, and all you guys for helping us bring War Eagle football to all these.
I don't know if either of them are still awake, but can I do a shout out here at the halftime?
Shout away.
First of all, my neighbor Tony Bishop. I don't know if Tony's still awake.
Wake up, Bishop.
But if he is, hello.
I'll go back to sleep.
Tony. And then Randall Davis. He's the guy that's been listening to War Eagle football ever since we went on the air. Lives out in the Motor Creek area. And Randall has always been a big fan of Wayne County football. So Randall, if you're up and listening, well, hello.
You know, I've told somebody I was going to give him a call out, and I can't remember who it was, but I do remember like to give my old buddy Ernie Clark a holler. He's out there. He follows us War Eagles. He always listens to them.
Ernie's already gone to bed.
I don't know, but anyway, it's good. I want to thank some folks. Ken Roberts and Rebecca Caldwell, the work they do with our videography. For WC Web TV Productions, where we can see these things on demand and we simulcast. I guess we do the radio broadcast and the video broadcast, and Ken makes it and Rebecca make it all come together for you. And we're excited about that and looking forward to a great season. We're off to a good start so far. Now, Kenny, if we can finish this thing like we started it, we ought to be all right.
Well, this is big here. The first 5 minutes of the third quarter a lot of times can be critical in the outcome of a ball game. And here, what Wayne County needs to do is get this football away from Warren Central, make them go with 3 and out.
Moses out there fixing to kick it off, and I guess you're right. 3 and out would really be good. So here's Moses going to push it down there. He's got it high. It's going to go toward the middle of the field, and it bounces, and they get it to 25, and going to get some room, and they break it, and here he goes. It's going to run this thing back for a touchdown, Kenny.
He picked it up, I think, around the 26 or so yard line.
And I guess they want him to kick it at the hash. And you could hear our coaches, talking that, kick it to the hash, kick it outside the hash, and you want to kick it between that sideline and the hash. Well, that one didn't make it. It hit the ground and was fielded between the hash marks, and a short kick like that, and off to the races and touchdown Warren Central. So that's an auspicious beginning. It brings it to 21-13. They're on to try this PAT, and 11:52 to go in the second half. So third quarter. I'll get it right in a minute. It's late. It's 10.
Joe, I think this is Joe Vontis shorter, and I'm going to say he ran that back 74 yards. I'm not sure.
There's your PAT. Good. So, 8 seconds have gone here in the half, and Warren Central's closed it from a 14-point contest to a 7-point contest, and we'll stay right here with the action. So Warren Central's going to get to kick this thing off, and Wayne County needs to answer this thing right here tonight.
Well, that's the way. If you're Warren Central, you want to open up the second half. You don't want to take long and get points on the board, and they certainly did that. Took only 8 seconds to close the gap back 7 points.
Carter, Chambers, and Jordan are back deep. They're all standing there about the 10, and coaches are warning. Coaches are warning the guys up front not to run off and leave this thing, because they, onside kick here. They're making them conscious of that thing down there. So the ball is lined up right in the middle of the field down there, and big number 90 for the Vikings is getting ready to kick this thing away. He's about as good a solid, a big old kicker as you'll ever see. He's going to put a foot in, kick it deep down here, and Fast Freddy's going to catch it at the 5-yard line. He's going to head straight up the field, and he's going to run hard out across the 25-yard line. So first and 10 for Wayne County at the 25, 26-yard line. They're on. Let's see what's going to happen. Wayne County's going to get their first possession of the second half here. Warren Central got the kickoff, opened the kickoff, and ran it back. So here comes The War Eagle offense, Hamilton Hudson, Kendrick Carter, Brandon Beasley, Timothy Stokes, Willie Howell up front. We'll get the rest of them for you in a minute. Fast Freddy's in the back field back there with Reggie Stewart, who's looking to throw. Going to throw one out here to Gardner, makes a catch. And going to get about a 3 or 4 yard gain out of that. Our receivers, of course, are Jonathan McDougal, Reggie Stewart, Will Mangum, and Chauncey Carter and Ramik Wallace. And they've got them stacked out there, got them spread out a little bit now. They were both ways, one behind the other. He's looking to throw again. Going to throw one here. Wallace makes a catch and turns upfield. He's going to be short of a first down. That's Ramik's first catch of the night. Number 19 on the reception. He's going to bring up a third down. I don't know where they got that thing spotted. Didn't get quite as much as I thought they did, Kenny.
Well, picked up about 4 yards. Looks like the ball's on about the 33, so it's going to be third down and about 4.
And they're going to hand it to Fast Freddy, and they're going to stop him short of the first down. So Wayne County's going to have to come out here and going to be 3 and out. They have to punt this thing away. Certainly not started like they want to. Gave up the touchdown, and now Wayne County's 3 and out.
Let's see what we get.
And let's see. Reggie's coming off the field. Mangum is back to punt. Let's see here. It's 4th and about 2. And let's see what Wayne County does here. There's a short snap to Freddie Jordan. He's going to turn upfield to get the first down at the 40-yard line. So they fake the punt, Kenny.
Well, they did. And, caught Warren Central asleep there and needed a couple of yards for the first down and picked up about 5.
Who better to snap it to than Fast Freddie Jordan Jr.? You know, it's interesting. We up here with the coaches, and you hear that coming, and they're evaluating that. They made the decision and called it, and it worked. First down, Wayne County. It came at a very important time, like you said, first 5 minutes of the third quarter. 1st and 10, Wayne County. 10:07 to go. There's a toss out there to Wallace, makes the catch. And down the sideline he goes, makes the tackle down to the 40-yard line, still fighting hard. Let's see, he got inside the 40. Let's see where they got him spotted. Nope, they spotted him at the 41.
About the 41.
Wallace got 2 catches,
Central.
2 quick catches, broke a tackle, and almost off to the races there.
20 yards and a first down.
Okay, Wayne County's in business. 9:59 to go, leading by 7 with the first down and 10 at the 41. There's a handoff to Fast Freddy, and he gets met hard at the line of scrimmage. May get a half a yard out of the deal.
We didn't do a good job getting our folks off the line of scrimmage that time.
And it's 9:58 to go in the third. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 14. 2nd and 9 for the War Eagles. 2 both ways. Stewart's back to pass under pressure. And he's going to escape some pressure and gain a yard or 2. Let's see what he gets.
He picked up about 4 yards, I think.
It's going to be third down for the War Eagles, and they are they're down there at about the 36-yard line, so, they may be in 4-down territory here, Kenny.
3rd and about 6.
9:50 to go in the third. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 7. 2 receivers both ways. Stewart's back to throw. He's going to fire one. Oh, there's Chauncey Carter makes the catch. Oh, he does not make the catch. He caught him breaking open at about the 20-yard line, and Reggie hit him, and Chauncey just
hit him in stride.
Couldn't make the catch.
And hit him in the hand.
And he was wide open.
Nearest guy to him was the official back there, and he was trying to get his whistle in his mouth.
And we got wholesale changes going here, and Will Mangum's going to come in here and punt this thing away. And let's see, it's 4th and 5, 9:43 to go. Wayne County I know Chauncey would like to have another shot at that one. Hunter James on to snap it. There's the snap. Will makes the catch. He's going to punt it. Gets a nice punt. Nice punch. Goes inside the 10. They're going to down it at about the 9-yard line. So Will gets a good punt down inside the 9 down there. Looks like I can't see who got her down. There's the number 86. That might be Ethan Rigney.
That's only a 28-yard punt, but it puts the ball inside the 10-yard line.
9:32 to go in the third quarter. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 14. Let's see who we got up front. We got 98. We got Bivens, Jones, and Jordan up front. Taylor, Leggett. Are you linebackers inside? Gandy, Bonner. And there's that shifting going on they're doing down there. They're inside their own 10-yard line. And there's
Benito. There's the penalty.
Coach, take the seal off. Take the seal. Do not seal nothing, okay?
Let's see what we got, Kenny.
It's gonna be against
Well,
Wayne County.
We're kind of waiting for that.
All they're doing is just green.
2nd and 5. Ball gets out across to 10. 1st and 5. I'm sorry.
All they do this half is going to bring Mike every snap. Bringing Mike every snap.
9:32
It's the only thing different.
to go in the 3rd. Wayne County 21. Warren Central 14. 1st and 5. From about the 15-yard line.
He got us outflanked.
There goes the quarterback moving around, going to try to throw it downfield. It's going to be incomplete.
You hear me, Todd?
It's going to be 2nd and 5.
And that's Wilson trying to throw, and that's thrown incomplete. Should have been caught. Receiver was open. Ball hit him about waist high.
That ball's out at the 15-yard line, or thereabouts. 14. 9:26 to go in the 3rd. Wayne County 21. 14 for the Vikings.
Well, we've spotted them 7 points in both halves.
Yes, we have. And let's see if the War Eagle defense can hold down here on 3rd and 5.
Should be 2nd and 5, right?
You're right. My bad, Kenny. My
We
bad.
got nothing on that edge.
Oh, Kenny on the spot. Not to be confused with Johnny on the spot.
Somebody's called timeout.
And timeout it shall be. We'll go to the station for 60 seconds and be back after this words from our sponsors. Central timeout. Warren Central's looking at a 2nd and 5 from their own 15 with a trailing Wayne County 21-14.
Somebody
And let's see what Wayne County's defense can do with this Viking offense right here.
Line out, little man.
And
Right there.
there's a handoff around the left side, and they're going to get a pretty nice gain. Going to be out short of the 1st down. Going to bring up 3rd and short, though, Kenny, I do believe.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be just shy of the 1st down. They picked up about 4 yards, looks like.
Yes, sir, they are close, but it is 3rd down, 9:07 in counting. Wayne County 21, that's 9:07 into the 3rd quarter. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 14, and here come the Vikings up to the line of scrimmage. Jones, Bivens, and Jordan up front for Wayne County. And here's your snap, and he's going to make a quick pass out here. And oh my goodness, it was somebody. Let's see, that was Xavier Leffley got a hand on that pass.
It was well behind the receiver.
They were trying to get
And,
out trick it themselves, didn't they?
Yeah, that's where you're thinking too much. You know, you get your 1st down, you got a 3rd and 1, you get your 1st down. Don't think about it, just get it.
What they did was they threw a slant down about 15 yards down the field, didn't they, Kenny?
Yeah, and he threw it behind the receiver. We had a chance because we were behind the receiver to pick it off. Had the ball been thrown on the money, he'd probably still be running.
There's a snap, and the kick is up, and this off the side of his foot, and this is going to go out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line. Let's see, they're going to spot it right at the 30, Kenny, so that's a good break for Wayne County.
Well, it is. That's a 12-yard punt.
8:36 to go in the 3rd. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 14, and Wayne County's in business down here with a 1st and 10, probably about the 31-yard line of the Vikings of Warren Central.
Now, let me change it, give him a 13-yard punt. We're going to call it on the 31.
Here comes Stewart and company. And fast Freddie Jordan Jr. is going to be in the backfield with him. Wallace is to the left by himself. Other 3 receivers, McDougal, Carter, and Bangham out wide to the right. There's going to be a handoff to Fast Freddie, and he's going to put his head down and run behind that line for a couple of yards on 1st down. We'll see where they spot it.
I'm going to say he made it to the 28. I'm going to give him 3 yards.
And we've got 8:20 and counting in the 3rd. 21-14. Wayne County trips right for Reggie. He's going to hand it off, and he keeps it, and he puts his head down and gets inside the 25.
Yeah, good job by Reggie. He did the read and pulled it and took off. He found a little opening and squeezed through over there and took the ball down inside the 25 to about the 24.
3rd and 2, trips right. Stewart's back to throw, looking for Wallace. He's going to tuck it down and try to get himself, he was looking to throw it down the left side to Wallace, and the pressure caved in on him, had to tuck it and go, and came up short of that 1st down.
Actually lost about a yard.
Going to be 4th and about 4. We're at 7:40 to go in the 3rd. Wayne County 21, Warren Central 14. Wayne County looks like they're going to go for it here. I mean, the ball's inside, we're down here at the 25-yard line, so there's really not much to be gained by a punt. Stewart's back to throw. He's looking to Wallace down here. There's the toss. There's the catch.
He makes one of the moves by Rameek, and he's got himself touchdown. Rameek Wallace. Well, he caught that ball down there at about the 10, Kenny. Made a spin move, broke a tackle at the 5, and drug another defender into the end zone with him. That was just a great catch and a great effort by Rameek, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. He broke it back to the inside and just turned upfield, turned the burners on, and he got hit around the 3, but he managed to fight his way into the end zone.
You know, Rameek didn't get a catch in the first half. We was talking about all the blocking he was doing downfield. He got 2 big catches here in the second half and a touchdown to his credit. And there's the kick, and it's up, and it is going to be good. So, Wallace, touchdown catch from Reggie Stewart, 28-14. Wayne County with 7:14 to go in the third. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back with more War Eagle football after this commercial. 28-14. What you got on the drive, Kenny?
4 plays, 31 yards after the shank punt. Punt of only 13 yards when Warren Central punted from their 18. Wayne County took it on the 31 of Warren Central and took it in 4 plays.
There's the pooch kick, and they're going to get it and going to run it out to about the 38-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Vikings at just in, we'll say at their own 39-yard line, 7:09 to go in the third. Wayne County 28, Warren Central 14.
Let's work numbers.
Wayne County's running the ball, throwing the ball, and I mean, once again, the efficiency of that passing. We haven't had a pick tonight. Now we got a touchdown. A lot of completions, high percentage, spreading that ball around. You know, everybody's got a catch. All the receivers got catches now. That's pretty impressive, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Keep him inside. Keep him inside, Dre.
And the War Eagle defense is out there ready to go. There's your handoff up the middle, and going to get about 3 or 4 yards.
Hey, send Periante.
Let's see. Cody Taylor's in there at linebacker. Leggett's in there. Gandy's in there at linebacker. Number 36 is checking in for Wayne County at linebacker, and that's Norsworthy. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 203-pounder. Jones and Bivens and Jordan up front for Wayne County. Hadn't said a lot about Fisher and Dion and Xavier Roy, your defensive backs. They hadn't got a whole lot of action back there. There's a pass over here that's going to be thrown to the receiver right here. Right to the line of scrimmage, and I tell you what, Gandy was all over that, and I know we got flags going all over the place. Gandy looks like he's going to be slow getting up.
Yeah, that little further activity. One of the Warren Central players threw a punch and hit one of our guys in the face. And it looks like he's headed to the sideline.
Gandy made it that was what was that, like a screen pass? And Gandy just blew it to smithereens out there. And there were some big licks, and somebody got a little testy out there, I believe, from the Vikings, and threw a punch and ripped the helmet off and all kind of stuff.
Get some mustard and some water.
We'll see what this is going to happen. Let's see, Kitty. Call it for us.
Personal foul against Warren Central.
Call the personal foul against Warren Central. And that's going to back that thing up. That was, would that have been third down? Was that the second down play?
Yeah, it was a second down play. So, and it's going to be a dead ball foul, so it'll be basically loss of down.
We're shot in the game now. We got to put them on the move. You hear me?
And that'll be from the spot of the foul, which will be around the 43-yard line. So they picked up a yard on the pass completion. The personal foul will take it on back, Marshall, inside the 30, probably about the 38 maybe.
It's going to be third down, about 20 yards to go. Rashad, let's see here. Number
28, I'm sorry, the 28.
Number 93 is checked in, Rashad Parker, a senior defensive tackle. Out there playing over the nose with Jones and Clifton Jordan. Now Rashad's up there up front for Wayne County.
It's going to be 3rd and 20.
And Rashad puts his head down, getting a good push. There's a toss and incomplete pass at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 20. 6:04 to go in the third. Wayne County 28, Warren Central 14. And that was an interesting series, don't you think? A lot of action there.
Yeah, these are the kind of things where you got to keep your head about you. And I tell you what, hats off to our kids for keeping their cool. This bunch can be scrappy, to say the least. And they don't, they play with an attitude, and they kept it in check. Did a great job. Good job by the coaches too to make sure that nobody did anything they didn't need to.
And everybody's but Fast Freddy's standing at his own 40 back here to receive this punt. And he's going to get the punt away, and it's going to be, he may get over here and catch it. Going to choose to get away from it. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the War Eagle 44-yard line. So with 5:54 to go in the third, Wayne County 28-14 with the ball in pretty good field position, Kenny.
It's a 28-yard punt.
And let's see here. We can't say enough about this War Eagle offensive line. Hamilton Hudson, Keandrick Carter, Brandon Beasley, Timothy Stokes, Willie Howell up front. Freddie Jordan, Jonathan McDougal, Reggie Stewart, Will Mangum, Chauncey Carter, Ramik Wallace. Offensively, all of our receivers have got catches. I think we got a heat timeout. Let's take a 30-second break and be back after this one commercial spot. With the 1st and 10 and a 14-point lead, 28-14. 3 receivers right, 1 left. I believe that's Shadarius Chambers in the backfield with Reggie. And Shadarius is going to get that handoff and going to run out across the,
still on his feet.
He's still making tackles. He's in the midfield, across midfield, down to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. Give him about 14, 15 on that carry.
He looked like he was tackled 3 times on the inside, and he just popped out. I mean,
he doesn't weigh 150 pounds, and he's breaking
I don't think he weighs. I think he's a Barney Fife weight of about 118.
He can go. They got the pedal on the metal. 2 receivers both ways. Chambers in the backfield. 5:39 and counting. He's running hard. He got him a first down inside Viking territory now. It's 1st and 10. It's about the 41 of the Vikings for the War Eagles.
33 is done.
And they're having to do some substitution here. Defensive backs having to check out.
93. He ought to be thinking.
Yeah, one of their linebackers, one of their inside guy, I guess.
Okay, here we go. 2 receivers both ways. Chambers in the backfield. Stewart's looking to throw. He's got one there. Threw it right behind there, and that was trying to get that down there to number 23 for Wayne County, and that intended receiver was Demetrius Harris, a sophomore. Reggie was a little behind him on that one.
He was. Timing off just a little bit.
2nd and 10. 5:23 to go in the third. Wayne County 28. Warren Central 14.
Warren Central's loose.
There goes Shadarius.
Moving.
Shadarius is going to get a short gain on that one, maybe 1 yard. He's just barely inside the 40, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for the War Eagles. 5:10 and counting in the third. Wayne County 28, Warren Central 14. McDougal and Mangum and another man out there. I can't get his Harris to the right. Carter's down here to the left. There's just Wallace out here to the left.
It's Carter on the near side.
And here we go. He's looking to Wallace and makes the catch, and here he goes. That's Ramik Wallace on the catch off the left side. He catches the ball with the 20 at his knees, and into the inside he goes. That's his 3rd catch, 2nd touchdown of the night, Kenny.
Tell you what, he pulled that up from his knees just like a shortstop catching a one-hopper and just took off into the end zone.
That takes it 34.
A 40-yard touchdown reception.
34-14. Right now, coming off of the PAT. This is Reynolds on out of the Mangum hole and the Hunter James snap. There's a good snap. Kick is up. And I tell you what, Kenny, he's kicking the fire out of that thing. It's 35-14 right now. You get your numbers ready on that drive. We'll come back. We'll take a 30-second break after this War Eagle touchdown. Lead now 35-14. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
County, after starting at their 44, they picked up a 1st down on a run by Chambers of 14 yards, and then on a 3rd and 9 from the Warren Central 40, Reggie Stewart threw to Malik Wallace for the 2nd time tonight, marshaling the 40-yard touchdown strike.
Great catch and run by Wallace, and here we go. Mosley to kick this thing away. He's going to kick it straight down the middle of the field. This time it's going to be fielded at about the 14-yard line, and here he comes up the middle of the field, and the War Eagles are going to give chase to him and tackle him hard out there about the 36-yard line. So from their own 36-yard line, trailing 35-14, Warren Central has a 1st and 10.
I got it. We're okay.
And let's see, we got some new folks out there up front. There's Rashad Parker is out there, number 93, number 91. Jamaris Hunley is out there, number 63.
Vernon Summerall's up front. Jordan's checking in. Clifton Jordan, number 35. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Trailing 35-14, 4:32 to go in the third. And there's a pass out here and makes the catch at the 40-yard line. Does a little dance and makes a couple of War Eagles miss and going to get out close to the 50 for a first down.
A good move. Good move.
That would be number 14
Get Cochran on. Get Cochran on.
for the
13 yards and a first down, Marshall.
That was Miraculous Powers on the catch, Kitty.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Ah, okay. He shows himself, so now we know who he is.
All righty, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Got a little H back here kind of on the right side of things and a single back with him, 4:11 and counting. There's a quarterback's put it, gets on the corner right here and turns upfield and going to get a nice gain and going to be short of a first down, I do believe. We'll see where they spot it.
Wilson's a good athlete. He does a good job back there.
And
about 9 yards.
Going to be just short.
Yeah, get that first group. Let's go.
Number 54 is in there for Wayne County up front. Dalton Cochran, a sophomore, 230-pounder. Wayne County is going to take a timeout. So we're going to take a 2 commercial break, 60 seconds back to the station, and be back after these words from our sponsors.
The top. Tell Ye to widen. Tell Ye to widen.
We're back underway. Warren Central's back to throw. They're going to throw one out to the 40-yard line over. They're going to get a first down on the kind of fake the run to the right side and send it back out to the flat on the left side and makes the catch. Now, I don't know if he hadn't caught that thing falling down. He might have had some running room, Kenny.
Well, he did. Ball thrown out ahead. Of course, it's thrown in a good spot.
Yeah.
Just pick up a 5 yards and a first down.
3:43 to go in the third. 35-14, Wayne County. There's a handoff up the middle, and it goes nowhere.
Flag thrown up in the middle of that scrum. That's usually an offensive penalty. Usually a hold or maybe even a chop block.
Benito and Bivens and Jordan are up there up front. Gandy and Taylor and Leggett are your receivers.
They're trying to edge us. So our crank it or our nuts is where we need to stay.
What they call there, Kenny?
I missed it, but it looked like it was a hold or either a hold or block below the waist.
I think it was a block below the waist.
No, it must be a personal foul. That's 15 yards.
That's going to take them back into their own territory. It's going to bring
Chop block.
Okay, it was a chop block. That's what you usually get on the interior like that.
Move the screen.
3:23 to go. Wayne County 35. 3:23 to go in the third. Wayne County 35-14. There's a pass out here. Makes the catch it. Here we come, and they're going to gain about 15 of that back. Yeah. They're going to be inside the chains now for a second down and about 9, it looks like. We'll see where they ultimately spot it. Number 36 checks in for Wayne County. That's Norrisworthy, sophomore linebacker.
Puts the ball back to the 37 where the penalty was marked off from.
2nd and 10. 2:47 to third. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 14. Oh, Wayne County's going to jump off sides. Bivens jumps. He's pointing.
No, the center, I think.
That's right. You got him, Kenny.
Yeah.
You got him.
Because our nose took off.
He sure
Like
did.
he was shot out of the can. That was Bivens, I think.
It was Bivens. He's coming hard. 2:36 to go in the third. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 14. Warren Central's at the War Eagle 43-yard line with a second about 15 now. Roy Arrington is a corner, and Norrisworthy's out here, and Lampley's a corner. We got Fisher and Dion Smith back in the safety. And there we go. There's oh man, that was a nice defense by Clifton coming in there and getting up.
That had been a good throw. Denzel Bonner would be in the end zone right now.
You know, he was under a lot of pressure.
That wasn't Denzel. Who was that?
Well, all I saw was Clifton Jordan coming across and
Must have been
getting in the
Clifton
way.
there.
He was making that ball, made that alter his throw. Brings up 3rd and 15, 2:07 to go in the third. Wayne County 35. And, Warren Central 14. 3rd and 15, Kenny. The War Eagle 43.
No, it's bootleg. It's bootleg.
And here he goes back to throw. There's a toss across the middle. It's going to be picked off right there. It's intercepted, and Wayne County's off the races. That is that Roy?
Number 2.
Dion. That's the safety right there. Let's see. That's old Dion. And we know what he can do with it. He's got himself probably his first interception of his career.
And he's a happy youngster. He is a happy youngster. He can run.
Yes, he can.
That's another kid that's got a set of wheels on him. It's just unreal.
So that puts Wayne County in business down here with a first down at about the 20-yard line of the Warren Central Vikings. 1:51 to go in the third. Wayne County 35. Warren Central 14. And here come the War Eagles. Number 75 is checked in up front for Wayne County. That's Nicholson. And we got Chris Cooley in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. There's a handoff to Cooley, and he's going to push hard down there at about the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got anything.
He got a yard.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, that bunch from Warren Central sure is chippy, man. They're throwing and slinging and pushing.
Well, it's hot.
Yeah, I guess it is. I'm going to give Chris a yard for that. Call it 2nd and a long 9.
Trips left, single right. Reggie's looking to throw, moving to his left. He's going to try to throw one down there, and I don't know. He just couldn't seem to get that to go where he wanted it to go. I don't know where he was really throwing it to, Kenny. Kind of split the difference.
Pick a number. There's 3 out there.
He split the difference on those. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. No, third and about 10. Yeah, 9 or so. 1:21 to go in the third. Wayne County 35. Warren Central 14. And Wayne County's got a down marker says 2, but I believe it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. Fast Freddy checks in. Number 23 is out there for Wayne County. That's Harris is split left with Wallace. And then
I tell you what, I'd be looking for that shifty Will Mangum out there somewhere slipping around.
Myers is checked in. Number 15 is a receiver. He's split out right over there with Mangum. I don't know where Carter is. They've got him off. And Stewart's looking to throw. He's going to fire one down here to Wallace at the goal line. Oh, just over his fingertips. That goes incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. 1:18 to go in the third quarter. Wayne County 35. Warren Central 14. Wayne County's looking at a 4th and 9, 10 yards from their 20, and they're going to send in, let's see what we're doing here. Going to kick a field goal from the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. It's going to be a 36-yarder or so.
26, yeah, 36-yarder.
Brett Reynolds on to try a 36-yard field goal. There's a kick. Is going to be up, and I tell you what, he may
that
get
may
it.
be good if it's not wide left.
He missed it left. He had plenty of leg for it, though.
He did.
I didn't know he could kick it that far. He had plenty of trajectory. He had the distance, just a little left on it. So Wayne County misses a field goal attempt, a 36-yarder, we'll say. 1:13 to go in the third. Wayne County still up 35-14. And the Vikings come back. So Wayne County unable to capitalize on the Deion Smith interception. And
yeah, you know, Coach, my mind's gone. Coached at Wayne County, coached at Madison Central.
Bobby Hall. Yeah.
Bobby Hall was down on his end of the field one time and kicked a field goal in a ball game because if it was no good and it rolled dead, nobody tried to return it, it went to the 20-yard line.
There's a complete pass. It's going to get out across the 30-yard. That's a nice throw and catch right there,
sir.
Kenny.
Very nice.
That was number 24.
That was miraculous power.
Is that miraculous showing up
again? It was
again?
miraculous.
He has waited till the very end of the third quarter to show up, and he's doing some work down there. 1:02 to go in the third. 35-14 Wayne County. Warren Central's got a 1st and 10 from their own 32, 33-yard line. Back to throw. There's a little pressure on him. He's rocking one deep. And let's see if Wayne County, number 24, is going to try to get a hand on that. He kind of
Turned around too quick.
Yeah, Corey Polite back there.
32 for Periante.
And
32 for Periante.
Dion's checking back in. Corey Polite on the coverage back there. Number 32 is checking in for Wayne County on defense. That is Caleb Pitts, sophomore linebacker. And I tell you what, I noticed him in the Jamboree last week. He played real well.
Screen.
It is 2nd and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 39 seconds to go in the third. 35, Wayne County, 14, Warren Central.
Get Yay over here. Get Yay over here.
And here we go. Vikings up on the ball. And he's going to move to the left. He's going to run all the way. And he's going to get a nice run and going to be out.
I think he lost the football.
Ball's on the ground, but it looks like Warren Central got it back. Let's see where they spotted it. About the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up down third and about 2 for the Vikings at their own 30-yard line. 22 seconds to go in the third. Wayne County 35. Warren Central 14. And let's see, number 13 is back there at the safety spot. That is Jamarcus Fisher with Dion Smith. Number 41, Leggett's out there with Taylor and Pitts. And Bonner at linebacker.
That's third quarter, Marshall.
3 quarters down. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 14. We'll take a 60-second break and be back for the final stanza here tonight. War Eagles against Warren Central. We'll see you after this break. 14, 12 minutes to go in this first game of the 2015 campaign. What do you think so far?
I think right now with the lead, we're okay. But we got to hold on here. Got to hold on a third and about 4.
There's a lot of folks playing for Wayne County out there tonight. There's a little pitch out there for that minute, and well run, and there we go downfield, and they're going to get themselves a first down inside War Eagle territory.
It's going to move the ball down to around the Wayne County 47-yard line or so.
That's going to be 1st and 10 for them at the 40. They moves the ball to 47 of the War Eagles. 11:50 to go in the game. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 14. Kenny, we got folks, like I said, they're playing a lot of folks along that defensive front up there.
Well, they are. And
haven't seen Gandy out there since he got hit in the face at linebacker. There's a handoff up the middle and some room, and they're going to get another 10-yard, another first down. They're running right at Wayne County. Number 24, Corey Polite checking in. Benito Jones is checking back in.
Puts it down to the 36-yard line.
I believe you're right.
That's 11 yards and a first down. Warren Central starting to get their offense rolling here.
Yes, they are. Gandy's checked back in at linebacker. Benito Jones checked back in up front. There's a good push up the middle, and I'll tell you what, that kind of changed things a little bit. It's going to be a short gain right there.
Tightened it up over there just a little.
Benito kind of blew across that line of scrimmage and blew that backfield up. Shadarius Chambers is checking in on defense, number 16. Inside 11 minutes to go. Denzel Bonner's coming out. He's kind of hopping a little bit. Chambers is in his linebacker spot here. He's going to move out here to cover the slot man. 2 receivers both ways. And he's back to throw, and there's a cross.
Oh, we had a guy in the middle, and we had 2 players that ran into each other.
And there's a first down at the 10-yard line, and we got an injured War Eagle on the field down there. They're going to help him up. That's number 13. That's Jamarcus Fisher. They ran into each other, didn't they, Kenny?
Yes, they did.
Warren Central's refusing to go away with 10:32 to go. They're down 35 to 14.
Ball's on about the 10-yard line.
First and they're saying it's first and goal, Kenny. So you're right at the 10. There's a handoff up the middle, and it's not going anywhere. They're going to get him at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration up the middle. And who is that getting up down there? That is Gandy.
He did.
Nope, Vernon Summerall in there blowing things up in the middle.
Hey.
10:03 to go in the contest. Wayne County 35.
What's wrong, 98?
Warren Central 14.
Next play, get Vernon out. Get BB on the end. They go shift. Tight end. Tell him what's a tight end.
And here we go. Wayne County, the 3-man front. There's a handoff around the right side. Clifton's trying to get a hand on him. Can't catch him. He turns upfield and going to get close to the goal line. And I believe he's got himself a touchdown, Kenny?
Yes, sir. And he is letting the world know that he has scored.
He has taken this thing to 20 points. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 20. 9:36 to go in your contest. And Warren Central will be on to try the PAT.
And that was Jovante Shorter, the one who ran the second half kickoff back.
He's had himself a big second half, is he not?
He is.
And here's the PAT. The snap, down, kick is up, and it is good. So 9:36 to go. Now it's 35 Wayne County, 21 Warren Central. We're going to take a 30-second break. Be back after this word from our sponsor. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 21. Warren Central is refusing to go away with 9:36 to go.
Marshall, they went 80 yards in 9 plays, their best drive of the night here in the fourth quarter, and they did a good job.
Looks like Wayne County's expecting an onside kick here. When they do this, it sure leaves a lot of ground back here to stick that thing in and put it on the ground around the 30. But anyway, they're going to kick it back there, and Chauncey Carter's going to go after it and going to fall on it at the 10. He fell on it at the 10. I don't know if that was a mistake of judgment or not, but I guess he was being ultra conservative.
Well, yeah, there's not a whole lot you can say there. I mean, you got yourself pinned back pretty deep now, so your offense has kind of got a little hole to dig themselves out of.
I said Chauncey Gardner. It's Chauncey Carter. And here we go. 9:34 to go in the game. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 21. I tell you what, Wayne County needs to get some offense going here. This thing could get a little more interesting than I would care for it to be.
That last ball game did in the last 5 minutes of the game. It got pretty hairy.
It sure did. I can't see who's the running back back there. It's probably Fast Freddy.
It is.
And he's going to get the ball, and he's going to get hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Get a yard. He got a yard.
A yard, says K-Dog, and that's where they mark it, and it's now 9:20 and counting. 2nd and 9 from their own 11, the War Eagles have it. Need to get some yardage here. Get some time off that clock. Nursing this lead. Stewart's back to throw. He fires one out there to Will Mangle. Makes the catch at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Wayne County. Big catch by Will.
I tell you what, Will did a good job that time of catching the ball and hanging on to it.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to. He was supposed to make the catch. He wasn't worried about running for the end zone. He made the catch. 1st down, Wayne County. Big one, too.
14 yards.
And there's another handoff and some tough sledding up the middle. Going to get about 4 or 5. 8:54 to go in the contest. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 21. Wayne County's at the 25. Well, they're out here at about the 28, 29-yard line with a 2nd down and we'll say 7 yards to go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fast Freddy's in the backfield with Reggie. Reggie's going to hand it to Fast Freddy. Freddy's running hard. He's going to get out across the 35.
He should have enough for the first down.
Right at it, isn't he, Kenny?
He should have it.
And you're right, Kenny. You called it again. 1st down, War Eagles.
Needed 7, got 7 and a quarter.
He's at the 35 of Wayne County. 35 to 21 is the score. 1st and 10, Wayne County. 2 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Will Mangles down here all by himself. Wayne County moving left to right.
That'll be fine.
And there's going to be a handoff up the middle, and there's some nice running. Here goes Freddie. Working his way outside, cutting upfield. He's at midfield, breaking tackles. He's at the 40-yard line, down to the 38-yard line of the Warren Central Vikings. What a run by Freddie. Freddie's got some yardage tonight.
Tell you what, Freddie's put some moves, too. He's planting that foot, giving that head fake, and Warren Central's biting on it, and he got down inside the 40. I think they'll mark it when right at the 40, on the 40, so that's going to be a 25-yard gain.
Chris Cooley is checked into the contest. 7:50 to go in the contest. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 21. Wayne County with the 1st down at the Warren Central 40-yard line. And here's a handoff to Cooley. And he's going to run hard and push his way down for about 5 yards. He might be inside the 35, right at it.
He is. He bulled his way inside the 35, just followed his offensive lineman, and they backed him up about a half a yard from where he went down, but we'll take what we can get.
Hudson, Carter, Beasley, Stokes, Howell, Nicholson. All these guys up front coming in and out, making their way for these Warrior running backs. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back set. There's a handoff to Cooley again. He's running hard, going to get a Warrior 1st down inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 27, we'll say, of the Vikings.
Tell you what, Chris is just a straight ahead note. He just
Ain't no
nothing
nonsense.
fancy about him, no sir. He is just plain old butter.
7:01 and counting. Wayne County 35. This drive again at their own 10. Now they're inside the 30-yard line of the Vikings. 6:53 to go. Wayne County 35. Warren Central 21.
And here you don't push your NASCAR so hard. You let some time run off the clock.
And there goes Chris running hard, and he's fighting. He gets down inside the 25-yard line. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything, but again, he fought down there and got a couple of yards.
Yeah, he got his hand down and kept his knee from hitting the ground outside the 25, and good job.
Fast Freddy's checked in, and Wayne County's going by the ground here. Of course, they had a nice big first down on third down here with the catch to Will at the 25. They've come on downfield. 6:20 to go in the contest. Wayne County 35, Warren Central 21. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. And here's your handoff right here. And oh, what a nice run up the middle. A hard, quick hitting that didn't get as much as we thought it might, but they're going to get down to the 21-yard line. Going to be third and about maybe 4.
Yeah, they'll spot him. I think Marshall around the 22.
We've got a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a 60-second break and be back for more War Eagle football after this commercial. Contest, Wayne County 35, War Eagle 21. Sean Dunlap from the Wayne County News just told us Freddie had, how many?
16
for 139.
16 carries for 139 yards. He's out there. He'd like to get
Two
some more.
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. All righty, here goes Wayne County with a third and about 2 yards to go. And Freddie's going to get the ball, and he's going to get the first down, puts his head down, driving hard down inside the 15, maybe to the 11 or 12. First down, Wayne County.
He did not go down.
He's brought his he's played with a lot of passion tonight.
Yeah, the youngster that scored a couple of times for Warren Central, number 7, Joe Vontae. He hit Joe Vontae in the teeth with his headgear. And I tell you, a good job by Freddie. That gives Wayne County another first down.
So we got Chambers checking in there now, number 16 for Wayne County. 2 receivers left. Wangham's out to the right by himself. Wayne County moving left to right with the first down at the 13-yard line. And there goes Chambers with a handoff. He's on the left side, turning up here. He's getting on the corner, breaking tackles, and there's a touchdown. Wayne County with 5:14 to go. It's going to make it 41-21.
Shadarius has just got a gear that's just unbelievable. If he ever gets any daylight, that youngster is Gone.
Gone, like a gone, man. I'll tell you what I want to say. Wayne County had a pretty good crowd for a long game away. Started at 8:30, wound out with a 9 o'clock kickoff. Here's they are for the PAT. Let's see right here. There's the snap, kick is up, and it is going to be good. So with 5:12 to go, that was a 90-yard drive. We'll talk about that when we come back. 42-21. Let's take a 30-second break and come back after this word from our sponsors.
Yes.
Reynolds extra point good, and Wayne County's up 42-21.
And they kick it off this field at the 30, and they're going to run out here across the 40-yard line, and Warren Central is going to get the ball out here at about their own 44. 5:05 to go in the contest. Wayne County 42, Warren Central 21.
Hey, get 45 close to you.
Wayne County.
Yeah.
You can't really say the game's in hand, but Wayne County right now has been able, Marshall, to maintain that daylight between themselves and Warren Central on the scoreboard and keep it 3 scores.
Yes.
And if we can answer a score with a score, I don't care if we give up 50 because that means we scored 100.
Amen. Kendrick Fuqua, 21, is checked into the contest now for Wayne County, playing linebacker. And that was almost something. Oh, look at that! They're going to get back there. Who is that with the tackle for a loss? That's old Gandy. There we go with another big play by him.
And I tell you what, when you Warren Central and you just made an 80-yard drive and scored, and the other team, Wayne County, comes back and makes a 90-yard drive and scores, and then your next possession you wind up losing almost 10 yards, that hurts.
Gandy's had some big plays tonight. He's got 3 tackles I can think of for loss right off the top of my head. We got
absolutely.
Linebacker checking in, C.J. Chambers, a sophomore. A lot of folks seeing playing time out here tonight. 10 total tackles for
another low snap.
Oh boy, 10 total tackles. Sean reports for DeAndre Gandy, number 26 on the night.
And that's Wilson. He did a good job just to pick that ball up off the ground and find some daylight. He found a little space, Marshall, to get it back up to the 40.
Yeah, they're looking at third, about 15 to go. Ball's on their own 39-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the contest. Wayne County 42, Warren Central 21. And here we go. Warren Central's up. There's your snap. It's kind of low. And quarterback's moving to his left and going to fire one downfield. And there's Xavier Lampley with coverage, and he's going to bat it.
He's in great position.
He caught that
I tell you
football.
what, that was Lampley.
That's
couldn't have been.
Miraculous Powers is named right. He caught that football.
Lampley had great coverage on it. I thought he'd batted it down, but as it was going to the ground, Miraculous Powers reached down there and scooped it up.
32 yards there, and they were on the 40, so that's another 10. A 42-yard pass.
And that's 3:38 to go. 1st and 10 at the 19 for the Vikings. Clock is ticking. And let's see what the War Eagle defense can muster up here. Keep these Vikings out of the end zone. There's a handoff, and that's just not going to work at all right there. It's hard to see what through this window who's doing what. It's everything's kind of a blur down there.
Pick up of a couple of yards, Marshall. Be a 2nd and 8 from around the 16-yard line of Wayne County.
And we are inside 3 minutes with a 42-21 lead is Wayne County. Number 91's out there for Wayne County. That is Jamarius Hundley. Benito Jones, 95. Number 54 is out there playing over the nose. It's Dalton Cochran.
Screen.
And here we go.
The 3 right here.
Moving up on the ball.
Screen.
Vikings are ready to put this thing into play. There's your snap. Quarterback's looking to throw. There's some pressure. Oh, my goodness.
We got a face mask.
Who was that reached out? He's got his hands. He knows he did it. 91. That is Jamarius Hundley. He knew he did it. It was unintentional. You could tell it was, but it is a penalty. 2:29 to go in the contest.
That'll be a half the distance to the goal penalty, I think. Unless they mark it from the spot of the foul, it'll be an automatic first down.
91 can beat that guy across his face.
And they're going to step that thing off, like you said, Kenny,
And
from the spot.
it'll give them a first down. Since it's outside the 20, it'll be 15. So it's going to put the ball around the 12-yard line.
2:26 and counting. I don't know why they got the clock. Well, they got the clock running on. Just once they spotted it, they turned it on. So 21, Warren Central, Wayne County 42. Here comes Warren Central with a first down. Kenny said at the 12 is second down.
Second down. Okay, I thought it was an automatic first down.
There's some pressure and a toss to the end zone. There's eyes all kind of pushing and shoving going on down there.
They'll call that on the defensive back.
I tell you what, he wasn't beaten.
But now I tell you what, you could get a tie in that because they were both pushing and shoving. You could call that either way.
And the clock stops at 2:02. Wayne County 42, Warren Central 21.
Now that should be half the distance to the goal because the ball's on about the 12-yard line, so it should move it down to about the 6.
And you are spot on, Kenny. That'll be first and goal for Warren Central, will it not?
Yes.
Looks like we've got a timeout.
I think Coach Mangum wants to discuss who really had position there because I think he's right in that our defender had position on the play, and there was an awful lot of chicken fighting going on over there in that corner.
Watch the tight end. And don't come off of him, even if he just blocks. Just sit down.
We've got 42-21, Wayne County. 2:02 to go in the contest. Coach Mangum's certainly have some discussion down there. Like I say, he's very animated. Seems to be somewhat disgusted.
Well, I mean, as a coach, we talked about this before. I have seen them light up an official and then try and walk off the field smiling. Now, there's other times they aren't smiling. But you got to stand up for your guys. And what he's doing is making a point with that official was, hey, that could have went both ways.
Yeah.
It could have went either way. And, the best call there is no call because both guys are grabbing and pushing and shoving and that sort of thing. So Coach Mangum's made his point. Now, whether or not it does any good, that remains to be seen.
And it's kind of like a basketball coach getting a technical foul or something like that.
Get out wide and crank it.
Okay.
Cock it.
And they're getting this thing. Wayne County's defense is getting back out there, getting ready to go. It is first and goal from the 6. Wayne County 42. Warren Central 21. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the contest here at the 2015 Red Carpet Bowl. Started playing this thing in 1962. There's a pass across the middle.
Oh, that was dangerous. I wouldn't have wanted that one either.
That thing was
There was about 4 white jerseys and headgears around that kid, and had he caught that football, ouch, they might have had to call a medic.
inside 2 minutes.
Of course, that stops the
Let's go.
clock.
Crank it, crank it, crank it, crank it. Tell Devin to get outside.
And here we go. It does stop the clock at 1:58. And quarterback's looking to throw. Going to throw one out there in the flat. Oh, my goodness. There was some out there, an incomplete play.
Good job by the linebacker.
In the
Good
flat.
job.
He did. He got out there and got that hand out there and got that thing in the way. That is third and goal from the 6. 1:53 to go in the contest.
Get outside, let them crank it. Make a beat and run it in the gut.
Ball
Boy,
is
if you're Warren Central right now, you got to be frustrated because you're down here inside the 10 and the famous red zone, and you're struggling to get into the end zone.
Hey,
they surely have been struggling. Let's see if Wayne County's defense can keep him out of that end zone. And here we go. There's a pass out there. We got coverage. Let's see what happens.
Pushing off.
Does he give him the catch? Touchdown, Warren Central. There's still a lot of pushing and shoving going on, Kenny. But
Yeah, and we were on the receiving end, but that's okay. I mean, you're down under 2 minutes now, and you still got a 2-touchdown lead. So
27-42. Wayne County with a lead with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go.
Jack Sherrill.
You got Cheryl on the brain now.
Yeah, I do. Jack Crystal would say it should be of no consequence. That was Brooks Bolus, the quarterback.
And here's the point after touchdown attempt, and the kick is up. And it's good.
Yeah.
So with 1:46 to go in the contest, Wayne County 42, Warren Central 28. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsor.
And this was to money.
Wayne County 42, Warren Central 28. They have not thrown in the towel, has Warren Central.
No. And
Front line, move up. Tell Cody.
Let's see what we got here. What do you think they're going to kick an onside kick, Kenny?
I would bet on it. 56-yard drive in 7 plays.
Whoever's listening. They only had 3 on this side of the kicker.
We've got
They only got 3 on this side.
we got a timeout.
Yes.
Coaches seem to be thinking there may be some shenanigans going on out there with this kick.
Half-yard line. Tell that second group to get on about the
We'll stay with the play. So, Kenny, certainly don't want to give them the ball back again here before 1:46 and a 2-touchdown lead. You know, this is a crazy game. Anything can happen.
No, I'm a little behind here I need to get caught up with my
Keeping up with your housekeeping there, your numbers.
Yeah,
that's a fine set of numbers you got there.
I've
Do you
got
know what they say?
I've got
Still got to tell them to move up because they didn't move up the last time.
I got a hole here.
Well, let's hope they don't have a hole in the receiving team down here. So we got some hands folks up there. So I see Reggie out there and Fisher and Dion. We got some guys supposed to be able to get their hands on the ball. Here we're at 1:46 to go. I think they're expecting an onside kick. We'll see what happens. And that's what we're going to get. And it's going to go out of bounds. So that did not work for the Vikings of Warren Central. Wayne County's going to get the ball with 1:44 to go and a 2-touchdown lead, 42-28. Wayne County's offense has hit on a lot of cylinders tonight, a lot of rushing, a lot of throwing, mixing around. Everybody's been in the action, receiving and running the ball for Wayne County tonight. Defensively, we've given up 28 points. That's probably a little more than people might around the state with the defense that we have would think. But this is a quality football team we're playing down here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can say, well, golly, gave up, but you're not playing. This is not that first game.
Yeah. And here we go. And we got a new quarterback in the game and a new running back, and that is number 11 in the game. That's Brian Jackson, and he hands the ball off to number 4, W.C. Washington, and we're at 1:31 to go in the contest. 2nd and 10 for Wayne County. 1:24 and counting. Wayne County 42. Warren Central 28. Jackson is your quarterback. Brian Jackson, sophomore. He can really run that football too.
Yes, sir, he can. He showed that last week.
And he's going to hand it off to number 4, and he's going to run and get close to midfield again. That is W.C. Washington. He's a sophomore as well. And here comes the wholesale substitution up front for Wayne County. A whole new offensive line coming in. We're inside a minute right here. So 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6 yards to go for the War Eagles. Number 22 is checked in, and there's another one, Malik Jordan. There's a lot of speed out there in that War Eagle backfield, in this second unit.
Well, they're going to let the 25-second clock run down. It's got 15 seconds left on it. They're going to run it down as far as they can.
Probably one more snap after this one. And he's going to keep it. And there he goes. Jackson's got it, and he's going down the sideline.
He's got a first down. He's going to score.
I don't believe they're going to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown, Wayne County. So that's a sophomore. We knew he could run, and run he did.
51-yard run.
14 seconds to go. Got a flag. It's coming back.
Well, it doesn't matter. It ran all but 14 seconds off the clock. It
sure did, which is what you want to do. Here, looks like this is going to be, this last play here is going to be academic with 14 seconds. 14 seconds to go in your contest, and it's still, that's a first down. So this thing is
it's over.
Pretty much all academic. Right here. Ball's going to be spotted back at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line of Warren Central.
14 seconds to go in the contest. It's probably just take a knee, and this will wrap this one up. We'll see there's your knee. Well, as the clock expires, Wayne County opens with a 42-28 victory.
And an all-important 1-0.
Yeah. We're going to break to the station for 60 seconds, and we're going to come back live to Kenny's recap of tonight's contest for you. We'll see you after 60 seconds. Well, here we are, the Red Carpet Bowl in the first game of your 2015 campaign's in the books. Coach, what do you think?
Well, we're 1-0, and that's the first time now in 3 years that we can say that. The year being number 4, we can say we're 1-0 after game 1. And proud of our players. We was able to play a lot of people tonight, and we was able to overcome adversity tonight, Marshall. Had some ups and downs tonight, which we knew they were going to happen, but we answered, and really proud of our players and the effort we had tonight.
Offensively, I mean, everybody caught the ball, everybody ran the ball, lots of scoring, lots of big plays. So surely we had a drive or two where we sputtered a little bit, but all in all, man, the offense was hitting on all 8 cylinders.
I thought we were efficient, which we can always be more efficient. But I was proud of us, not turning the ball over. We were turnover. We did not have a turnover, did we?
I don't believe we did. I'll tell you something else. Very minimum. Did we have one?
Had one.
Yeah, and that's right. The ball slipped out of Reggie's hands in the first.
We did. We had one, and that's something that he won't do next week. Mm-hmm. But being able to be efficient and those guys up front blocking, because I don't know how many rushing yards we had, but we had a good many.
We had a bunch. Now I'll tell you something else. That first half, there wasn't a penalty against Wayne County. We got some pass and finish stuff. It could go either way in the second half. But offensively, we kept talking about the concentration this team had in executing, within the bounds that they're supposed to.
Yeah. It really, kind of disappointed us. We come out the second half and give up the second half kickoff return. And that's something we got to clean up, and we'll fix that definitely. But all in all, for a first game, not having just a great deal of penalties. We had some, of course, but and not having but one turnover. It was a good, efficient night for us, and I'm proud for our players.
Well, it's about the midnight hour, so they're turning the lights off. We're congratulations on the big win. We'll get ready for Oak Grove next Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Got a short week this week. Oak Grove at 7 o'clock. So got a short week, so it won't take long to spend the night.
Hit the road, Coach. Thank you. We're going to take a break and be back with K-Dog, Kenny Odom, after this word from our sponsors.
Gatlin Building Supply in Waynesboro is your source for the paints that make the impossible possible. Benjamin Moore. Color yourself inspired with Benjamin Moore paints from Gatlin Building Supply. Be it interior, exterior, or eco-friendly, these are the paints that stand up to everything life throws at them. Come see us at Gatlin Building Supply in Waynesboro, where you can find the answers to all your building and remodeling projects. Gatlin Building Supply, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Well, here we are, and Sean Dunlap has done a little work for us here, a lot of work, and has prepared from the Wayne County News and prepared some stats for us, Kenny. Let's see what Sean's got for us, what it looks like on paper tonight.
All right, Wayne County had 44 rushes, 279 yards. Reggie Stewart did all the passing tonight. He was 15 of 21, no interceptions for 184 yards. Total offense for Wayne County, 65 snaps, 463 yards. In the scoring department, or rushing, we had Fast Freddie, 17 carries, 147 yards, 2 TDs, a great night for that youngster. Reggie was 9 of 16, no scores. Chris Cooley, 11 of 48. Darius Chambers came in a little cleanup role from time to time, and he had 5 carries, 65 yards, 2 TDs, and Washington had 2 carries for 3 yards. Reggie, as we said, was 15 of 21, no interceptions, 184, 2 TDs throwing. Both of those were to Rameek Wallace, who had 4 catches for 89 yards. Chauncey Carter, 4 for 20 yards. McDougal had 4 for 32, and Will Mangum 3 for 43 yards. Defensively, the top guys defensively tonight, DeAndre Gandy, that youngster stepped up and had a huge night. 10 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pressure, and Jasquavius Leggett, he had 8 tackles with with 1 sack, and we only had 2 sacks in the ball game. We had several tackles for loss, and that was big, made by several folks, but I was trying to look real quick like Jamarcus Fisher had 5 tackles. Benito's in here somewhere. I'm looking all over in my note. Let's see. Denzel Bonner had 7 tackles. C.J. Chambers had 3. And, there's Benito down at the bottom, 6 tackles. But he also had 2 pressures, which were huge tonight.
Well, we appreciate that, Sean, making this possible for us and getting it all down. We can certainly see how that goes. But just generally, I think, Coach Mangum said something, the biggest thing. This is the first time since he's been here, and the first time probably since 2 years before you've been here. Been a long time since we started 1-0.
Yeah, and the thing about tonight is we had some big mistakes tonight in the kicking game, special teams when we gave up that 74-yard touchdown to start the second half. But you got to take your hat off. Your defense stepped up and did a job when they had to. They made, in the latter part of the ball game, second half, they made Warren Central drive the football. And we didn't give them a short field. And so when they did drive 80 yards to score, we turned around and drove 90 yards and scored. So we answered their scores every time they put something on the board. We did. We started off in the hole 7-0, and we came back, as you said, and scored 21 unanswered points by the half, and then another 21 the second half. And, hey, you score 21, give up 14, you're always going to come out ahead.
Come out ahead is what Wayne County did tonight. Moving into 1-0 as they go to next week, play at Oak Grove, 7 o'clock Thursday night. Be there or be square for more Wayne County High School War Eagle football. We'll see you next week.